Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our still blind playthrough of Blueprints, though blind now with an asterisk because this is the first episode where we're going into phase 2. I haven't really figured out what I'm calling this. It's curated, it's a curated nudge kind of blind, semi-blind maybe, I don't know. Blind in one eye. I don't really want to draw those sorts of illusions. Anyway, but that's where we're at today. It's very exciting. So let's go into the game. We've got a lot of extremely exciting stuff to talk about. Day 127, everybody. 127. So I am so excited because, again, as I've said several times, especially recently, you know, like after well over a year of playing this game in, you know, always like with you guys, with all of you, with this wonderful community, you know, who has kind of this is not right. It's not the best word to use, but sort of surrounded me for this experience in a wonderful, loving way, right? In a wonderful way, in a wonderful, positive way. And yet, I myself have been, how can I put this? Like, you guys have been an ocean around me, and yet I have been a little oasis. I have been a little, that makes it sound terrible. I have been a little island, let's say, playing by myself, you know, and avoiding any other outside information whatsoever. You know, and asking you guys to help respect that, and you've been really unbelievably wonderful about that. And so, again, a huge thank you to everybody for that. But today we start this new phase that I've talked to you about, where you know, many of you guys watching have contributed to an extremely specific, curated way of trickling little hints and nudges to me, and I'm really excited about that because it's a new way after all of this time. Like, it's very exciting for me to get to sort of connect with everybody on a different level now. Very exciting. Very exciting. Like, I've woke up this morning like, it's the day. I've been excitedly like getting all of my preparation for this kind of different episode that I'm going to be today. So we're going to see, we're all going to see together how this goes. But I got some really exciting things just to get us started off with to talk about. So first off, I'm going to do this reminder at the beginning and at the end of this episode to try and make sure that this is kind of clear. But effectively, as far as the comments section under all of these videos in this next phase go, let's continue to do exactly the same thing that we have been doing. Like, just treat this in the comments section as if we're still doing a totally blind playthrough, please, because the only place where I want to get outside information is through this very, very specific method that we'll be employing now, which is that everyone has, contributed to apparently all of these, I don't know what, all of these hints, nudges, whatever they're going to turn out to be, right? And I've got I'll show you soon, but I've got a very, very specific way that I'm going to access them. They've already been, all of that is done. It's done. Those things have been put in a form for me to access them, and I will steadily access them by myself. So that's the tiny little keyhole through which external information is going to come into me now. It's like a little straw. God, my metaphors are terrible today. So I'm only accessing them through this very specific straw that I will occasionally sup from. Oh my God, these are all so bad. So in the comment section, let's keep it as normal, as we have for the past year plus. No information, no hints, no nudges, no wink winks, nothing like that, unless it goes under a spoiler cut, please. That's the way we're still going to do it, as we always have done. Eventually, we will get to a new phase, a third phase, and it may well be, at the moment, my current idea is that third eventual phase we will get to is where we can fully lift the blind curtain and play together like more openly, right? And I have some thoughts on that third phase, but we're not there yet. We're gonna swim about in the ocean of second phase for a while. Oh boy, I don't know, kind of going back to the ocean and the island thing, right? So how does this work? How does this work? I'm so excited. You know, probably a lot of you already know this if you've been like participating in the Discord where all of this has been organized. But for many of you, I think I get to introduce you to how this is going to work. So first off, some huge thank yous to the two volunteers who have been my kind of, the ones who have been like curating and organizing and managing all of this for me, who have been like my touch point with the community, which is Steve and Kuma. Huge thank you. I've said this to you so much, both of you, but like I cannot thank you enough. And, you know, if anybody else wants to thank them in the comments, like they've done the work of the Blueprints gods here. So thank you, Steve and Kuma. You have, one of the most important things that you've done is that you've both helped to set my mind at ease about all of this, which was, like thinking through how I was going to try and make all of this work was, giving me a lot of anxiety because it's just so new to me. This is also new to me. Now, Steve and Kuma have also told me that I need to give very special thanks. I haven't been communicating with anybody else directly apart from Steve and Kuma. But Steve and Kuma have told me I need to give special thanks to John Bob and Zephyr, or Zephyr. I'm not sure, apologies how to pronounce that. But Zephyr maybe, and John Bob. I know who you are. I know who you are from your names. Read in the comments, but I don't know how to pronounce. Huge thanks especially to the both of you because I know that you've done a lot of very, very particular work in helping to put this whole magical hint system together. So enormous thanks to the both of you because while I've given many thanks directly to Steve and Kuma, this is my first time to be able to thank the two of you. So huge thanks to all of these people for helping to engineer this absolutely incredible system that they've put together, which has totally blown my mind. I never expected this to get this big. I honestly, like when I set out, I was kind of like, look, if I could just get like an email with like 4 bullet points on it, that would be cool. Like that's all I sort of expected. And let me tell you guys, it's gone way beyond that and it's astonishing. And I am so freaking humbled by the amount of effort and creativity that people have put into this system. I can't wait to show you. And just lastly, I just need to also send thanks to everybody else who has contributed to this. This has been a bigger community effort of people, on YouTube and on the Discord, contributing ideas and various things, in ways I don't even know about because I haven't been a part of this process. But thank you all. For your contributions to this amazing new phase. I am so grateful for it. I am so grateful. I cannot even express. So with that in mind, let me show you what this amazing community effort has resulted in. So we're actually here. Let's note we're actually here in Entrance Hall, as we are at the start of every single episode. And that is apparently where I'm meant to be started. I've been given some very specific rules about how this is to work. Okay, I'm going to experiment here, and I'm crossing my fingers that this is all going to work, but we're actually going to leave Blueprints and jump across to another space. Get ready. Ta-da! That's not as quick as I was hoping, because this is all quite new to me. Guys, check this out. Check this freaking out. This is the amazing website that all of these wonderful people have put together. This houses all of the information that you guys have contributed, this amazing community effort. Look at this. It is beautiful. It is glorious. I cannot express how excited I am to dig into this. So each one of these rooms houses what I am being told is being called a Remo or a Remo, maybe, which is a Rebecca memo. So isn't this amazing? Because, you guys know one of my very, very favorite things in this entire game, one of my most exciting sort of experiences outside of like specific lore and even kind of like reveals and stuff like that, is just the blue memos. Like, nothing made me happier than learning that the game had an entire section of, an entire section to it that was just, now there's information everywhere. And I was like, well, I get to have that again. I just really want to say like how much of a gift this is, because the blue memo thing, it gave me such joy, such excitement at what was to come. And now I get to relive that again. And I never expected that. And this goes a step above, right? Because now these blue memos, or these remos, Remo. I don't know how they're intending for this to be said, but maybe I'll switch between them. We'll eventually land on something. These go beyond the blue rooms. This is every room. Every room is represented here. So that's a dang lot of remos, right? This is really interesting for so many reasons, apart from like just how freaking beautiful this is. And also it's called Rebecca's Victory Lap, which is really nice. It's just like nice to think about that. And also, it's great because it gives me the opportunity to rearrange by name, rearrange by room number. It's so clever. It's so clever and beautiful and elegant and well done. So thank you so much, everybody involved in this. Like, I am beyond thrilled. Like, I'm so surprised. I'm so freaking surprised. I only looked at this yesterday for the first time, just to make sure that, like the website where I have not clicked on anything, because clicking is how I get the memos, right? I have not tested this at all, but I'm about to do that now, because what I've been told is that the very first thing I should do is check out the entrance hall remo. So I am so excited to see what this is. Wow. Oh my God, they actually look like the memos. That's such a nice touch. That is such a nice touch. Blue remos speak of mysteries. Violet remos, Violet remos speak of stories. Green remos speak of mechanics. Wow. Oh man, hang on, I've got to take a photo of this. Like, of course I will have like continued access to these things whenever I want from the website that's been put together, but like I still want to have access to them, like in my normal way, right? I don't know. So all of this is so new to me, everybody. Like, I am learning. I didn't know any of this until this moment, like this is amazing. So like I haven't like, I have a rough plan for today, and I'll get into that in a second, but like I haven't been able to like think about any of this. I'm literally just finding this out right now. This is so good. This is so good. Blue remos are mysteries. So maybe the way I'm interpreting that is like remaining kind of puzzle related things, perhaps, but maybe not. Maybe also like lore mysteries and things like that. Violet remos speak of stories. Ooh. Oh, that's so exciting. And green remos speak of mechanics. Interesting, because one of the things that I've, like everything that all of the external information that I've kept away from in this game, that also includes, game mechanics that I can't, like it includes game mechanics that the game doesn't explicitly tell me. So all I've had in my playthrough up until now are either mechanics that the game actually explicitly tells me about, or things that I sort of get a sense for over time. And things that I've gotten a sense for are, they're effectively guesses. So it'll be really amazing to hear more about that. It's a kind of information, that I really haven't had access to up until now. Oh, this is very exciting. I love this. And check it out, it's got a big green check mark, which instantly makes me think of a new clue with the checks. I love it, everybody. I love it so much. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve and Kuma and John Bob and Zephyr and everybody else who contributed to this. Ah, my heart is happy, and this is so exciting because for me, this is like here's what this is. This is not only like a whole new extension to the game for me, but this is a unique, personal extension. No one else gets this. No one else gets this. It's like I have my own private DLC right here. That's unbelievable. That's freaking unbelievable. You guys have given such a gift here, and I am so humbled. I'm so humbled by this gift, so thank you so much. Okay. Now, as for the rest of it, they've given me like Stephen Kuma have given me like a few kind of loose rules around this. One is that I can't check any of these memos until I go into the room itself. And I'm obviously very happy with that. Like that's what makes this amazing. That's what makes this really fun. So I have to actually draft the room to be able to access this remo. However, how I choose to do that has, they've given me a lot of flexibility around that. So I've thought of a way of tackling it in this first episode. And what I might do is literally just adapt and change over time. So I'm not going to create one set of rules that I stick to every single day, because I'm going to see how this evolves, right? I'm going to think about how this might best work, because there's quite a lot to get through. But at the same time, I don't want to get too much all at once, especially for this first day. So what I've decided to do on this very first day is to click on the remo of the first room I draft on each rank. That's how I'm going to do it today, and I think that's going to give us like a really nice beginning set of remos, right? And it'll be fun, unless it's a repeat room, in which case I'll go for the second one, right? Now, the other thing to consider here is, of course, the outer rooms are included in all of this as well. And we have 8 different outer rooms that can only be drafted on one day. So I don't really know fully like how I'm going to handle that. Yeah, obviously I can only do one per day. Does that mean that this is going to go over 8 days? Does that mean it's going to go over more days? I don't know. We're all going to find out together. I'm going to, I think I'm going to come up with like, I'm going to see how it feels, and I'm going to do different things. It might be that I do like multiple days in one episode if I choose to do that. There's a few other, interesting things, like all of the classrooms, of course. So we literally just had a day where I was drafting all of these, which would have been an ideal kind of day to have, to get all of these classrooms. But I chose to go for that particular blue memo task first, and I have zero regrets about that, because I feel like it perfectly kind of thematically bookends, our previous phase coming into this new phase. So I'm really happy with that. But either way, we've got to have a proper schoolhouse day again to get all of these. And for example, the armory. At the moment, I can't even draft the armory. So to get this one, I'm going to have to change my chess piece, which is very exciting because, as you'll know, I've been kind of I've been a little bit afraid about how that works, and therefore I've been like so cautious I haven't made any changes since opening Aries Court. Whereas now I have to. So it's like giving a scared little Rebecca like a little healthy nudge, off the edge of the pool, like, do the dive. There's exciting things like Bookshop here, because I haven't had anything to do in Bookshop in a really, really long time. So even just that is so exciting to me. Like this is a new phase of this game, and a personal exclusive phase of this game that now reanimates every single room in this game. I'm so excited. So for today, the plan is, the first room I draft on each rank, and of course, like the outer room, we're going to check one of these. I may do a much heavier day the next day to get through more, because as you can see, this is a lot. So we might, for this first day, we're going to aim for about that amount, but we might have a day after this where we do like way more. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Back to the game. And that like this is now that I see it, I can really see that this is, like there are obvious reasons why you start in entrance hall, right? But like I can now see the beauty of being told to start with entrance hall, because it gives me an idea of what, of what different rooms are going to do. Extremely cool. Extremely cool. Okay. Now I'm just going to pause for a second out of an abundance of caution, because what I'm doing is a slightly different thing, actually, like going out of the game, and I want to make sure that it all works correctly. So give me 1 second, everybody. All right, that seems to have worked really well. I'm really pleased. So I think I can kind of go without too much issue today. Yeah, I think we just go into it. Let's check out. Oh, I knew I would have I knew I would have 3 items waiting for me today. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased I went back to my classic method of calling it a day in break room, because I get to start today with keycard, which quite frankly for me, I don't know, if other people had this in their playthroughs, right? If you had the break room, but for me, calling it a day in break room, I consider to be my standard. That's my standard method of playing around in this game. What sucks is that I want to do so many outer room experiments, and obviously, getting Blessing of the Monk and all of that became, is an extremely, extremely exciting part of this game. However, I consider calling it a day in break room to be kind of like coming back home for me, and getting to start with the key card just feels like the sort of the ability, like the new daily ability that I've like blessed myself with, it's just I don't get to use it all of the time. So I'm so happy to have key card again. That really makes me happy. But yeah, I think oh man, I feel really bad, like, because I've joked about Hall Pass and how I hardly ever use it, and I know that I joked in the last day about, like, I bet with all of the amazing items I had, I bet that Moon Pendant is going to keep Hall Pass for me, and I guess I get what I deserve. Hey, Hall Pass, maybe there's something really, really powerful about you that I haven't fully discovered, and I will so regret this. But hello, it's great to have you today. Maybe we'll use you. Who knows? But Sledgehammer, excellent. Always happy with Sledgehammer. So I'm going to go to my standard door. Now, whatever I choose here is going to be the first drafted room on this rank. So that's going to be the next Remo that we use. And it's definitely Remo's, right? Because it's the sound of memos. Remo. Yeah, Remo. Okay. Everything is exciting. But I do have to think about day mechanics again, because I have to be able to, draft upwards, right? Draft northwards. I think I just sang the praises, my personal love for break room, but at the same time, parlor is Herbert's parlor. So and hallway, of course, but I'm sorry, it's between break room and parlor right now. I think I'm gonna start with parlor, just because thematic, like this one might be a little bit more personal, which also makes it great. But this one, I guess, given that we're starting a new phase, a new really exciting kind of puzzle in this game, I think thematically I love the idea of beginning with a super, like, every room is a puzzle related room, right? But this is this game within the world of this game, this room has a very particular puzzle relationship. Like, they're literally both puzzle type rooms. But yeah, parlor, and we can ask for our uncle's blessing. I think that Herbert would be so impressed with what you've put together. Herbert is giving his full blessing. I know it in my heart. In Simon's heart, I know it. Herbert is giving his full blessing to the incredibly creative thing that you guys have put together here. Yes, he is. Hello, mystery. Okay, now, let's just look at parlor, and let's go and check out the next Remo. Here we go. I will get faster at this. Parlor is right here. As you have always suspected, very beautifully poetic, everybody. The Mount Holly symbol in the fireplace is really important. Oh, well, none of this is handwritten, right? And this is a red remo. I mean, I don't know what the rules of remos are. I know what the rules of memos in the game are. These are not memos, these are remos, right? They might have a totally different color system. Maybe red remos mean super, super true, like more true than you could ever imagine. No, okay, right, fair enough. Fair enough, probably. So most likely what I'm being told here is that the Mount Holly symbol in the fireplace is not really important. Look, I've long suspected that that was most likely the case. But I'm happy to know that. All right, now, here's where I just want to say something really important. Like, just to underline what I said at the beginning of the episode, please, no new extra information. I only want the information that I'm given here in these remos, and that's it. So I'm happy to know this, but I don't want to know any other trivia about it. That will all come later. It might come through other remos, but otherwise it'll come when we further in the next phase, like lift the blind curtain, and then there will be a whole nother stage of reveals, right? Where you guys can sort of like tell me other things about this that I don't know. But for now, only this is what I want to know. And I'm still going to like continue to sort of wonder about, what's going on. That's fine. So let's just let this next phase be only this website, right? Only this website. Okay. Long suspected, everybody. Long suspected. As much as I would love it to be a thing, and it doesn't take away from any of my enjoyment, from not a drop of my enjoyment with this puzzle. Like all of the things that in this game turn out to not be things, which of course I suspect 95% of things that I've been wondering about are probably the case, right? What I've tried to explain many times, and I will just reiterate here, is that the fact that this game has given me the sandbox of mystery to wonder about, for me, that's the true beauty of this game. That's been the true beauty of my experience with this game. Like, when a memo in the treasure trove told me that, as this one is referencing, as I long suspected, nothing was going on in the den, I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't like, oh gosh darn it, I always, I wasted all of that time thinking, stuff was going on in the den. Not a single second of it was waste. It was an immense amount of fun I had wondering about that. What's the deal with the giant clock? Can you open this drawer on the fireplace? What's the, that was the fun I had in the game. So I have had a huge amount of fun in Parlor noticing that weird fireplace Mount Holly symbol, and that's been beautiful. That's been beautiful, especially since so many people who watch this playthrough have said that they never noticed it and have been like, I can't even see it, like to the point where I put like a screenshot of it on the Discord that I was constantly like directing people to so they could see it. So that I had immense fun with that. Great. Okay, well, we will come back here when we draft into another rank. But for now, let's pop back into the game, and we're gonna go and get our gems. So this box and the blue box are both false. You are saying this one and this one are both false. The gems are in the black box. Apparently this is false. This statement is of no help at all. Ah, we're up to one of these again. Okay. As always, I literally can't remember how this turned out the first time I would have come across this. This box and the blue box are both false. If this is... this is impossible. Yeah, because it's saying itself is false. So this is impossible. It cannot be true. If it is true, then it is instantly false. It doesn't work. So this one cannot be true. I'm not... I just thought of a way it could be true. It could be true. No, it can't. No, it can't be true in any way. No, I was just thinking about, if you get rid of... If it's just one of them. But no, it doesn't work because it includes itself. Okay, so this one cannot be true. This one is false. But what that means, since it's false, and since this box itself is false, that the blue box must be true. I think the blue box must be true, because otherwise this would become a true statement, which it can't be. It has to be a false statement. So the blue box must be true. In which case, I think this is also true. Yeah? Because we figured it out just with these two boxes. I think that's my interpretation of things. So this one is true. The gems are in the black box. Don't make a fool of me, Parla. Don't make a fool of me. Don't worry. If I am made a fool, it's just me. It's just me. Only I am the fool. Yes, but not this moment. Not this moment. Okay, no other items that I can see. Well, we're going to immediately go into 2 right here. Why not? Let's do it. Ooh. Oh, all good choices. All good choices. Now, here's the tricky thing about this is that I have to both think about what would I love to get a remo of, but also I do need to actually play, I do need to actually draft and play the game as normal because I need to be able to, like for example, I don't have any keys right now. That's a problem. Maybe commissary could give me keys. Maybe conference room could give me, no. Oh, it could give me a key, but I do already have the key pass, the key card, so that's that. So I'm kind of thinking Nook. I'm thinking Nook is, and that was a little bit the one I was kind of the most excited about, I think. Let's Nook. It takes me in the right direction. All right. We've got keys. We've got coupon book. Let's just pick them up. Unless the Remo's going to say, the puzzle of Nook can be solved by not picking up the keys that are in this room. All right, let's go and check. So Nook is also right here. Changing your chess power does not seal. Oh, oh, what a brilliant one to get. What a brilliant one to get at the outset. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Again, here's what I'll say. So far, 2 out of 2, long suspected. Long suspected. I thought this was probably the case because I think it just seems like doing it the other way would be a little uncharacteristically cruel of the game. However, I could easily have imagined it, so I was worried about that. Excellent. That's so excellent because that means I could even well, hang on. I suppose even potentially today I could change the chess power. But certainly I can plan for it tomorrow if I want to make that a thing. And then we can change our chess power. We can go for armory. That would be super cool. Ah, excellent, excellent, excellent. So good, so good. And this is a green memo, which, to be honest, could mean we don't know. I think I'm reading this as true, but now I'm questioning my knowledge of green memos. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. We've got 3 of them done. Cool. And we've still got lots of rooms to draft on both of these ranks as well. So let's do this next one. Lovely. I'd rather go up here. I'd really like to get laboratory because I want to do experiments, and I still ideally I want to get more stars. Like this is a certain thing that I know I have to aim for. So stars is one of my biggest priorities. But I think West Wing Hall goes here so that we get access to both sides. Great. We might as well go in and do the corner. Okay, cool. I mean, mailroom. The other thing to keep in mind is, like, It's not a big deal at all, but like if I've got a particular room that I really want to get like the remo in, then I've got to think like, okay, don't draft it in other places, etc. But I don't think at this stage at this stage it's just anything goes, right? Anything is going to be exciting. That's more, as with the blue memo thing, that's more as we go when I'm starting to aim for specific things. So we've got gems is okay, couple of keys. It's always nice to be able to plonk a dead end, in a place where a dead end makes sense. Ooh, storeroom. I've made storeroom actually less likely to come up, so it's sort of interesting to have it here. Yeah, why not? I don't know. A key, a couple of gems. But then I could also get conservatory. Okay, I'm gonna just take something from my final. Oh, hello, Freezer. Hello, Freezer. I needed you yesterday when I had like 100+ gems. Oh well, nice to see you here at the very beginning of a day. Good stuff. Okay, well, in that case, I think I'm gonna put kitchen here because I had a bit of trouble getting kitchen yesterday, and now at least we have this if we really need the steps. Okay, cool, that works. Bananas, hello bananas. Club sandwich, chef salad, so green room's good, and the steak works with showroom, which works with me because showroom works with me. Kitty still hasn't eaten, which is very unlike Kitty. Very unlike. Look at this. This is the best view we've ever had in kitchen. Because I normally don't put kitchen in a place like this. Dang. Oh, this is a supremely good place for kitchen because it's got a whole wall window, a floor-to-ceiling window. God, this is amazing. God, Simon should put the chair here and just bring a book. Amazing. Okay. All right, that's there when I need it. So we could go straight for 3. Let's do it. Why not? Ooh, I mean, this is kind of perfect here. I'm still trying to go for stars. Observatory is excellent for so many reasons. For the gifts it brings, for the backup of having ink. Yeah, let's do it. Observatory. And that makes Observatory the next remo that we're opening for rank 3. Let's do it. Ha ha ha. Observatory. You are here. Ooh, it's a big one. By adding a maximum of 2 duplicates from Chamber of Mirrors, and through the use of the chamber itself and telescope, it is possible to observe 8 different night skies in one day, all observed farmer's apple stack. So hang on, let me get my head around this. By adding a maximum of 2 duplicates from... So yeah, we get the Chamber of Mirrors, and that allows us to do duplicate rooms. Through the use of the chamber itself and telescope, it is possible to... so we could have 2 observatories, and then we bring telescope to each one, which gets us... I don't think I realized that it would work that way with telescope. That telescope would, if you have 2, because I think I've literally just had for the first time 2 observatories, right, through the Chamber of Mirrors. So even just that basic was a new thing to me, that you get a different... This is actually really timely information, that you get different, and of course it makes sense because you get an extra star, you get a different sky, you get a different set of constellations in the 2 different observatories. Then if you bring telescope to each one, you get the night sky in each one. So the 2 telescope ones are different as well. Though, oh, I understand. I was misreading that. So a maximum of 2 duplicates from Chamber of Mirrors. Oh, now that's interesting. So Chamber of Mirrors can get you 2 duplicates. You know, the original and 2 duplicates. I wonder if that is any, like, Chamber of Mirrors just allows 2 duplicates of each room, or do you actually have to add another observatory? And this is purely rhetorical. This is me asking these questions. So please don't give me answers to this. Unless you want to put it under a spoiler cut, that's fine. But yeah, I'm just wondering to myself, that's really interesting. I wonder if, because I haven't played around with Chamber of Mirrors as much as, you know, probably many people. I don't know if you can get 2 duplicates from any room just naturally, or if it's like you have to have already added another observatory into your pool from, you know, getting an extra room in Chamber of Mirrors, for example. And then you can get a duplicate of both of those observatories, meaning you get 4, and then the telescope in each gives you 8. That is probably how it works. And then all observed farmers' apples stack. So you can have an insane, you can engineer a crazy nutritious apple. You can engineer like some some kind of ultra luxury apple. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna get a photo of this. That's so interesting. Super cool. I love these so much. Okay. Back to game. Thank you, website. Excellent. And now let's find out what we're actually getting from observatory. Yes. Sail. Could be useful. I'm gonna go Draxus anyway. I know I probably don't have to turn it on, but like, there are lots of really good dead-end rooms, and there's lots of really terrible 4-door rooms, and I have no idea what this combination does, you know? We have something saying dead-end rooms are more common, and we have something saying 4-door rooms are more common. So I assume in some way that both of those become a little bit more common, and then maybe even corner rooms become a little less common. But there are so many corner rooms that I feel like effectively this probably balances out to nothing. It probably doesn't. And again, you know, like, don't let me know anything about how the actual RNG works, but that's just me thinking about it. Okay. I might as well draft this next spot, I think, and it would be really good if we could make sure we go north. There we go, we're already getting a couple of extra dead-end rooms, but boiler room is here to get us north, so let's put that there. Cool. I'm a little low on gems as well, which is a bit of an issue, but let's go back to entrance hall from this stage and do some more low-level drafting. Okay, and I'm saving outer room for the time being, because I might need something in particular. It might be, you know, maybe if I get myself in trouble, I can go and use the outer room to, you know, to try and help me. Okay. Being able to move forward is always good, but look at this. I am getting dead-end rooms more common and 4-door rooms more common, and they're all advantageous or problematic in their own way. So definitely one of these two without redrawing. So yeah, the steps could be really good. We haven't actually drafted any of the drafting rooms yet, so I don't know if I'd get any steps from this immediately, but it's a potential for steps later on. Bedroom closet might be good. Yeah, bedroom closet, because it's a couple of things. Yeah, all right. Gem key, very nice, very nice. So let's put some of our hopes in the east wing. Hallway is the perfect thing to go here. Hello, watering can. And we'll have a trunk which we can open immediately. So good. That's what I was hoping for. My first ivory die. By the way, I don't know if I've said, I mean, you know, like at some point through the playthrough, like I was looking at the images of the ivory die and thinking about like, I really can't remember if I've said this, so sorry if this is, you know, a repeat, but, you know, I was like, do the images mean anything? I don't know. I wasn't really able to figure anything out about it, apart from the fact that they look, I don't know, I suppose they look, what I imagine the game would call tribal, because there's literally like a tribal characteristic that's associated with, you know, that comes from Roman rune, right? So I think the idea is probably that that's what the die are in game. I think that's probably what the die are sort of alluding to. But then the other problem about them, of course, is that they're ivory die, right? Which brings immediately to mind, you know, what what trophy room represents, right? Like the spoils of colonial hunting culture. And yeah, so there's that sort of side to the die as well. Anyway, these are the things we sort of have to kind of not think too hard about, I suppose, in consideration of this family and where its wealth has come from. Or no, we can think about them, but like it's probably not gonna like matter much, I suppose, in the in-game lore. But of course, it seems to be the implication. All right. Well, we might as well try up, and we've got the hey, hall pass doing its thing, doing something. So this might be the perfect thing to go here because it gets us access up to the 3rd rank. Attic would be really, really good in general, but probably this is the better thing to use on this spot. For all I know right now, this could be my very first use of Hall Pass. I don't know. I haven't, you know, I've had Hall Pass, I don't know, several times before, but I don't know that I've really used it. So, I don't know, I probably used it once or twice before. Foyer it is. Again, I'd love to get the Remo for every single one of these rooms. We will eventually. So that gives us a little bit of freedom to go here. Ooh, I mean, laundry room is already very tempting to couple with study if we could get it. However, maybe it's far more useful to try and get study here. So let's use some of our redraws. And yeah, I haven't picked up the Of course, you know, this means if I put this here today, we're not getting the, you know, the Remo for study, but that's okay. We'll get there with all of them. Great. But this will make everything in the day easier. Golden room. Hello, can we see the satellite from here? Is that it? No. Maybe not. Maybe not from here. Okay. That's cool. Key, thank you. Study Safe. Study Safe and I have, we've sat down, we've had a beer, we've talked it all out, and we're really good buds now. We've actually realized we have a lot in common. And it's actually been, like, now we laugh. We just laugh and laugh about the whole drama. Right? Like it's actually helped to bond us. I have a bond with Study Safe that I have with no other safe. Don't tell the other safes that. Excellent. Foyer, hello. Family, possibly made up people. Foyer. This is, I don't know, I'm just saying like maybe the Remo for this room will give me something to do with the hands, but no expectations. Whatever it is will be cool. Maybe I will happen upon the answer to the hands before I even get the Remo. You know, that's also a thing. Okay, maybe Great Hall is kind of perfect here. And I'm going to have a string of 3 hallways together. Maybe Hall Pass, maybe if you string 3 hallways together with Hall Pass itself experiences it's like an evolution, like a Dragon Ball Z kind of evolution in its power. And it literally like, instead of being a student hall pass, it becomes a teacher hall pass. It could happen. It could happen. And for that reason, though my key situation isn't great, I do have key pass for going up to rank 8, so I'm going to risk it. Kind of like it here. Okay, cool. And we can at least open this one here with... Oh, no, hang on. No, this is totally fine. Foyer has fixed it. Drafting Foyer and then Great Hall. That's the ultimate combination, right? I like to think that this is... You know what? I was gonna actually attribute the planning of this to Hallway, but no. Let's say Hall Pass has blessed me. Despite all of my, comments about Hall Pass has blessed me with this brilliant hallway combination here. Thank you, Hall Pass. You are in spirit. You are a PhD student Hall Pass. You're a Professor Hall Pass. Professors need a Hall Pass. Cool. All right, so we're heading up to rank 4. Next Remo, guys. Next Remo. What are we going to make it? Well, now we have study, so laundry room is kind of a cool prospect. That said, it's a dead end. All right, let me have a little think. I like the idea of my laundry room study combo. If it dead ends this spot, that's kind of okay, isn't it? Because we have key pass to go further up anyway. We've got an open Great Hall, so I can go east and west from there, and we've got the entrance from Boiler Room. So maybe a laundry room. Hell yeah. I think that works out. And then we've just got to make sure that we get treasure trove somewhere to get the extra cash. Okay. And I mean, I could even go back to entrance hall, get my scepter, make black prints more likely to make that more likely. But it's probably likely anyway, because I think I've made treasure trove like common, or I've made it common or standard. I think I might have made it common. Cool. Yeah. I think laundry room. Exciting. Let's see what the Remos have for us. Okay. So this is our first gold. It is crucial to remember laundry switches. It does not transform, and a double switch may solve your key and gem issues. Yeah. Well, again, this is very timely, because I think that I might have even used that for the first time, maybe. Certainly if I've done a double switch, I've done it rarely. It might literally have been my first time to do that in the last episode. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so good. But it also makes me laugh that that I'm being given this reminder, because I don't know, I might be wrong here, right? I think I had one time where I forgot this, sort of recentish history, right? But it was a bit devastating. It was a bit devastating, I totally admit. Yeah. It's something that's easy for me to forget. Amazing. Okay, cool. So, back to game. All right, and now we get the benefit of laundry room. There's no point in doing any key or gem switches here, because they're equal. Here's the question for me. Should I change my gems now? Should I change my cashola into gemola? Or should I wait a bit? Because it will mean I have, I lose my money, and that means I can't buy anything in commissary or whatnot if it's to come up. I might just do a little bit more drafting before then. All right, it would be really, really good to be able to draft up and down here. I'm kind of hoping East Wing Hall might be... Yeah, we might also get gems and keys and stuff from these doors. So let's just get them open, right? Okay, there's door. There's door beyond door. That's nothing. And this is keys. Nice. That's actually good. This one is door. This one will be the nothing room. And keys. And... da-da! My second favorite entrance into Antechamber. It's much harder for me to manage than the other side for whatever reason. Okay, so I think I'm going to try drafting... here first. Oh, none of these are good for this spot. Okay, all right. So it's a real waste of a straight ahead room like workshop just for the exits. It could be actually like a nice little place to drop, because we can still go up from boiler room, right? It could be a nice little place to drop a dead end room. Lavatory just to get it out of the pool. And coat check could actually be useful today. I could decide to get rid of watering can and put something else cool in there. Otherwise I'm redrawing, but like I'm redrawing with a currently very small amount of gems until I decide to go back to laundry room. So yeah, but I do have 2 other redraws. Maybe I'll try 1 redraw. Just one. Ooh, check it out. Hall Pass is gathering power. Hall Pass is finally having its day. Who would have thought Hall Pass is like, I will collect all of the hallways together and finally, ascend to greatness, whatever that is for Hall Pass. That's very funny. Well, this is a dreadful spot for passageway, unfortunately. So I think I will choose to put dorm here for the, for whatever good that brings me. Excellent. Okay. Key. Oop. Key. Nice. And we got some extra steps. That's it. Item-wise, nothing in the bin. Just one day I'm hoping something will be in the bin. Just one day. One day game. Okay. So we can still go up from boiler room, but here ideally we really need to be able to go up and down. I have 2 East Wing halls at the very least, so I'm really hoping, and given that Hall Pass seems to be, well, look, it could be the effect of the hallways anyway, kind of, encouraging each other, and it could be also the effect of Hall Pass. It's probably Hall Pass bringing a great encouragement, right, of hallways, and maybe those 2 things are working together to make hallways way more likely. I have 2 East Wing halls in my pool, so surely nothing. Okay, observatory is more powerful, I think. I'm going to do a redraw then, and maybe what I'll have to do is go to laundry room immediately after this and take myself down to 1 coin. Yeah, I could use a die, but I think if I can just go and change my coins and gems, right? Like we can kind of solve this problem. We can solve this particular problem and create another problem. So let's try 1 more redraw. Conference room it is. Wow, I really thought there was such a high chance of getting one of my 2 East Wing halls here. Oh well. Maybe Hall Pass is having a tea break. Conference room it will have to be. It will have to be. Okay. Now here, below here, we can give Draxus what they want, and we can put a I've only got 1 gem as well, actually, which really sucks. All right, this is using a little couple of steps, but I think now is the time. Now is the time we need these gems. We need these gems. So it's good old spin cycle, gems and coins. I'm saying aloud to myself so I don't make a silly Rebecca mistake. Yep, we will get 80 plus gems. And I will only have a problem with money. But I could even go back to entrance hall, grab our scepter, make gold rooms more common to try and encourage. Excellent, 87 gems. Yeah, I could go get the scepter, try and make gold rooms more common. Yeah. In fact, let me just take a little look. Shops. I always forget they're called shops. So yeah, showroom would be great. Gift shop, good. We won't get armory. Locks, I'm just thinking about the encouragement of our Draxus constellation. The only thing it could encourage that would be a dead-end room is locksmith. So the rest is sort of fine. You know, and even bookshop would be kind of cool if I can make it like the first room on a rank, right? And it's an exciting prospect to get the remo for this. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. That might be the thing to do then. That might be the thing to do. We're using up some of these steps, but I think now's the time. And then we'll be able to change this at some other point. Excellent. So gold. The other thing is, of course, that if I do black prints, I can get... Because I need money. I need money. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe black print for now to get treasure trove. I was sort of hoping I would get treasure trove without having to use this. But it actually might be the smart thing to do. Okay. And afterwards we can change it. Alright. So let's do that. Let's see if we can get treasure trove somewhere. Fix our money issue. And then we'll be really good for like most things. So this can be a dead end room. This is great for a dead end room. Which maybe Geist bedroom just to get a couple of extra. Yep, we'll do that. We'll do that. Hey, I was just talking about you. I assume this is Draxus, but it could also be like one of Draxus's minions or something like that. Nice. Okay. I mean, it's possible today could even be a tomb day. I haven't, chosen or been given anything from the outer room yet, but that'll be it. Those die will be useful immediately. Okay, now here again, even if I were to get East Wing Hall and we waste an exit, totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, I just had to go and check on Pixie and go and have a tea break. I go and make some tea, so I've got a lovely honey, Lady Grey honey tea with me. And Pixie, so... We had like a freezing day this morning. When I say freezing, I don't mean like those of you who actually come from snowy places, but a very, very cold morning, like a 3-degree morning, right? But it's actually since then become really nice and sunny, and it's Pixel is having the most luxurious deep sleep, in a beautiful sunny spot that you've ever seen. That is one happy cat. So cute. Okay. So we're still on rank 4 here, but this will get us up to rank 5 totally perfectly. I'm sorry, Spare Veranda, your remo will come on another day, but thank you. This is super good. And so we're going to be able to go straight into our next remo here. Not the silver key, regular key, please. Regular key. Exciting. Ooh. Oh man, these are also, every room is so exciting. Every room is so exciting. So they're all good. Dining room is it's just the perfect room to put here, right? Yeah, it's kind of just the perfect room. It's good. What's going to be really interesting is, like for this very first day where we're using this new system, right? Like it actually works out really well, I think, to be doing like one on each rank, right? Because every room is new to us. But as we go, like with the blue memos, I'm going to start getting more and more and more. I'm going to need to get more and more and more strategic with how I'm drafting specific things. And so I think then changing up my system, and I have a whole bunch of ideas for how to, different rules to give myself on different days. Yeah, it's going to be really fun to play around with how to get certain rooms. But for now, dining room is just it's the obvious choice here, I think. Dining room. Hello. Lovely. We get a nice little view of the overturned boat. This is just me noticing, potentially for the very first time ever, that these windows kind of effectively have a sun, like a rising sun on them. Which just makes me think of all that stuff I was talking about in chapel, right? Okay, all right. So rank 5 dining room. This is very exciting. Dining room is right here next to observatory. If Joya is not found on rank 5 or higher, she must be brought there by hand. Yes. It's interesting. Like that's how I was thinking it was working, but and probably you guys have sort of noticed this. Like, I'm going to say that, like, I don't often pay attention to really what's happening with the lunchbox. I love the idea that we're calling the lunchbox Joya, by the way. That's so much more interesting than thinking about it as a lunchbox. Like, it is actually the spirit of Joya that is contained within the box. It's a spiritual item. I love that. I often haven't, or I've been like, in various moments, I think I've been a bit confused. Like, I've gone, I think this is how the lunchbox is working. Like, I pick it up, but I suppose the nature of the confusion has often been like, do I have to actually hold the lunchbox and be on rank 5? And is it only rank 5? So this is really interesting to learn that it's rank 5 or higher. But sometimes I feel like I have felt that kind of thinking was wrong, and it was like, no, I actually need to be on rank 5 with the lunchbox. I need to bring the lunchbox there to get the step impact. Yeah, anyway, so I think I've had all of these different ways of thinking about it, but because I haven't really just sat down and systematically paid attention to it, I've always been a little bit unsure. I think my general sort of approach to it has just been, you know what, if you get the lunchbox, you'll eventually get the steps from it, so don't worry too much about it, which is kind of a weird thing to say about steps in a sense that where I'm often in like an emergency situation with steps. Excellent. Cool. Well, hello, Joya. How are you today? Have you been eating well? And in this picture as well, Joya has, like a very large prominent sort of like sun ray halo kind of effect, right? At the back. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking at this picture of Joya right now more closely than I think I ever have. She looked like she got blue hair. Doesn't she? Now she sort of seems like a Ranma character to me, if you know who I mean. Interesting. Okay, we'll come back for a meal, but that's a nice little bunch of steps. I'm just happy to take them now rather than necessarily thinking about getting showroom and the silver spoon and all of that. So we still have our Black Royal Scepter. I would still really like to get, Treasure Trove. And Treasure Trove, I'm just checking. Cloister of Arinda is now a Black Prince, so that could come up. And Aquarium, of course, will count as well. But other than that, I think it's only those rooms that I can expect from having the Black Scepter. Interesting. Let's go at least a little bit this way. Oh, there we go. Speak of the angel, but the black angel. It's not a terrible spot for a render. It's not the best spot for a render. Thankfully, the gems are fine now. The gem cost is fine. But I could redraw here as well. I'm gonna redraw. Oh, Treasure Trove, you're pointed the wrong way. You're pointed the wrong way, you silly goose, Treasure Trove. I really want Treasure Trove. Well, maybe Secret Passage is good here because it will get us across the little laundry room sort of, canyon here. And maybe if I go for my good old standard of gold room, I might be able to get showroom, which will also make a lot of things easier and might give me the ornate compass, which would be very useful as well. Yeah, as again, it goes for every room, and I'm going to say it over and over. I'd love to get the Remo in this room, but we will get there. We will get there. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. For now, I'm going to do gold. I think almost every time in Secret Passage I do gold because it's just a great way to get shop rooms. Okay. Decent options. Gift shop is very good for the exits. It is very good for the exits, I have to admit. Yeah, it's really good for the exits. In that case, I'm actually going to put gift shop here. I just really like that. I really like that. Okay, so we can draft down here then quite easily. Hello, Joyas. This is now many Joyas. Or maybe it's a Joya. It's the angel... It's the Aegean angel Joya whose spirit can occupy many lunchboxes, at the same time. Same as this might be the, I don't want to say spirit as in implied, that they're dead or anything like that, but more like the, I don't know, like the sort of the presence, the aura of Swimbird that can accompany, that can sort of live in any Swimbird plush, right? Yeah, that's how it is. I've decided. Well, this could easily be a place to put a this could easily be a good place for a dead end, actually, because we can go up from boiler room as well. In that case, maybe bunk room. Maybe bunk room. We get the steps. We don't get the double keys. It's so hard for me to engineer that. Yeah. You know what? No, I think I'm going to put coat check here because I think coat check I've made common, and I think it will keep showing up if I don't get it out of the pool. So I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm going to do that. God, is it time? Because I don't know if there's going to be anything else to do with this watering can. I don't know if it's going to be a smart decision to get it out of here and to just put it back in the house, or if eventually I'm going to want to use that water again. Different colored shirt, different kinds of shirt. This is the shirt I have. These are unavailable shirts. Why can't I buy this? Okay, I mean, why can't I buy this? Put it in my room. They're all my rooms according to the Baron and the Baroness. Okay, so in this case, let's go up from here, and this will be our rank 6 Remo. Exciting! And this is a great place to put one of these. I'm actually thinking of redrawing here. Oh, this could be a closed exhibit spot. Hey, I haven't been able to do closed exhibit in ages. Not just the room, but to get the crown. This could potentially, because we have key card right now, this could be a closed exhibit thing. Because we could potentially get the crown from this as well. I was actually a little bit angling for the Cloister of Arinda, but I think I think let's try it. Hello, crown. Cool. All right, closed exhibit. So this is also my first red my first red remo. That's exciting. Let's take a look. So we're heading all the way down to, oh, it's not even the red section, it's down here. Oh, I love this music. It's one of my favorite, I've probably said this many times. The pips that appear above the room options while drafting from security doors denote their rarity. Ah, pips? That's an interesting word choice. I don't actually even know that word. I don't know what I would have called them, like the little lights. Yeah. I think I've mostly had this impression at some point, kind of. I don't even know if I've talked about it. I think at some point, just, you know, maybe even thinking about it, like while editing or looking back at episodes, right? I think I've kind of thought like, oh, I think that's probably what's going on. But I didn't know, and I might not have ever gotten around to sort of saying that. So that's cool to get that confirmation. I think that's been my working understanding. But at the same time, I think I haven't known how to use that I think one of the reasons it hasn't come up is because I haven't known how to use that information, because, you know, like, I guess I can check the rarity in the directory at any point. Man, I'm so interested in the word pips. I'm actually going to look that up right now because I don't think I know that word. Hang on. I think this is a meaning of, like, what would I think of it? Yeah, like, to me, the main way I would use the word pip is, like, you know, in a fruit, like the pip of a fruit, a little seed. It also says a short, high-pitched radio signal, and also a disease of birds. Okay. So maybe it's to do with the signal or something like that. That's interesting. Okay. So this, by the way, if anybody wants to explain you have my explicit permission for this one single question here. If anybody wants to explain your understanding of the word pips in this case, go for it. This is just an English language word usage that I don't know. So, and I don't think it's like puzzle relevant or anything like that, right? So that's totally fine. Go for it if you want to in the comments. Excellent. Okay. Now we can open all of these doors. There's no other items except to get this eventually. I don't have a wonderful amount of steps, but then again, we're not too far off being able to get the dining room meal. And I do have kitchen waiting for me as well, but I need money to be able to use that. So maybe let's try here, and if Treasure Trove could see its way. No. Well, maybe let's redraw and see if we can bring Treasure Trove. Oh, hello, Cloister. There you are. Let's see if we can call forth Treasure Trove. Yes. It's pointed in the wrong direction though. But maybe that's fine, because we can still go up from dining room and we can go up above closed exhibit. Maybe it's fine to waste the exit here, and it's just, we can get this money, and this frees me up to be able to change the scepter color as well. Okay, yeah, all right. I think let's do that. I think it's just now is the time. Now is definitely the time to get all of this money. I could, if I wanted, decide to only take a portion of this. This is something I've never done, is to get this many uses out of laundry room. I could take just like this amount, go and change my money for keys. I think I can do money for keys, and then come back and get the rest for money. But I'm kind of, I don't know, this could be, I'm just letting you know, I've had that thought and I'm dismissing it. I think it's probably a smart strategy, but at the same time, this amount of money will be really, really good if I can get into showroom. Hello, black box. I don't know if I want to waste it. I only have 6 keys. I don't know if I want to go there right now. Okay, I think I might draft... I might draft up from... There's still, like, there's a few directions we can go in. We can go up from dining room. We can also go all the way around to boiler room to start getting those side rooms, because we're really not heading west anywhere at the moment. And I could also choose to go up to foundation. I think it makes the most sense to just keep drafting from closed exhibit. Where ideally, I can't use my silver key here because it's a security door, but ideally I would get a 4-door room here. Ooh, well, vestibule would be fine, right? Vestibule would be fine. And look, it's a big day out for hall pass, right? I sort of feel like we're finally giving hall pass, like not that this is going to use the ability of hall pass, right? I just think spiritually it's sort of like it's a little day for hall pass to kind of have their moment in the sun, right? So I feel like this is a good pick. And this means vestibule is our rank 7 remo for today. Nice. All right, let's check it out. Vestibule. I'm just thinking outer rooms. Okay, so this is our second of our found floor plans. Hang on, I'm just pausing because I'm thinking, can I remember where I found all of these? Closed exhibit. Closed exhibit. How could I forget? No, I think I can remember every single one. Lost and found, we found like in the, in the, I can't remember what it's called, but the room like near the reservoir, we dug it. Conservatory is the one that we found through the music room notes. We dug that up in the, like out in the east kind of garden area. Tunnel we found in the tunnel. Throne room was incredible. Treasure trove was also an incredible find as we finally got beyond the boiler room door. Mechanarium was one of the earliest. I think this was the first found floor plan, maybe, because it was at the cogs. Planetarium was one of the last ones because I had to get it from the hint from Randolph in observatory, but for many people it's like their first one that they find as soon as they go into observatory, maybe even on day one. It's no. Okay. But it's not a found floor plan. It is Yeah, that's right. Vestibule is one that we got from. This is the section where we got it from the studio. Yeah. Okay. Drafting studio. Cool. Anyway, vestibule. Ooh. The pattern on the floor of the vestibule looks like the crease pattern for an origami swan. That's really interesting. Like those found around the house if you folded and then unfolded it. I mean, I would never have thought about that because I don't do origami. That's so fascinating. An origami swan. So I'm guessing that from the way this is phrased, I don't know, I'm wondering if this is just sort of this is a theory that the community has, right? But maybe it's a fairly solid theory. Maybe it's like, people are like, oh, this is definitely like the pattern for an origami swan. That is so interesting. So this is our first Violet Remo, which is speaking of stories. I love it. Huh. And it's very pretty. Like, isn't this amazing to see a violet version? Really pretty. Wow. Well, that's such an interesting bit of kind of, yeah, like just like the lore of the iconography of the house, right? That's fascinating. Check it out. Because I've always, you know, you guys know, I've always thought, like, what's going on with this, you know? What's going on with this? And again, it underpins the importance of the swans. The meaning of swans in all kinds of different ways. Swans potentially connecting to swan song. The origami swans are all throughout the house. What's also interesting here is you have tiles in all of the room, but this, presumably a painting, is painted on brick. Unless it's a very detailed painting including the brick pattern. But I suspect this is painting over brick. So it suggests to me that the floor actually here is actually brick. And then there are tiles that are over the like they've actually had to do quite careful tile work here that doesn't cover up the pattern, the painted pattern here, right? That's so interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, amazing. Well, let's go. We're having to think a little bit strategically here. Let's go. So thankfully, in the east, we can at least go from dining room and from vestibule for the time being. Potentially soon with foundation. West, yeah, west at the moment, there's foundation, there's vestibule, and there's boiler room. Okay, it's not too bad, it's not too bad. And it's really not too bad because we have so much redraw potential. Cool, okay. I mean, I would love to go forward. Hall pass wants aquarium. I would love to be able to flip it, but that's okay. We can't. So let's not live in the what am I trying to say here? Let's not live in the we can't do's. Here's what we can do. We can just put aquarium here, and that's fine. Yep, I think that's fine. Let's do it. Okay. Watering can. Hey, I mean, why not? Let's use our special water. It's been waiting a long time. We get a nice little gem here. Okay. Now, if I were going to get Secret Garden today, this might be a good Secret Garden spot. I suppose there's many other possibilities though, right? So let's just go. Here. Good old walk-in closet. I'm sort of thinking walk-in closet might be nice because it's pretty good. It's pretty good item-wise. We can still get the space below from dining room. Actually, I'm going to redraw because we can get into antechamber at the moment from the east side. So maybe like ensuring our ascent on the east is probably a little bit smarter. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to get the remote for a master bedroom. I mean, for any of them. These are so good. I love courtyard here. I still can't dig, but maybe it'll give me, a shovel. Watering can. Lovely to see you, watering can. You've been in kind of like watering can prison. Like a gilded prison, right? Like a lovely gilded prison because you were so highly valued for a very specific period of time in this game. So we might as well head down. This could really be anything. We'll use a regular key. Maybe it's interesting to put locksmith here because we could get special key. Yeah, like we'd be blocked off from easily getting back to dining room, but that's okay, I think. Yeah, let's put locksmith here. Great. Let's see what I don't think I've bought a special key in a long time. And today is a sale. So we might as well. I'd still love to have a good amount of money for showroom if I can. However, you know, we've got a lot. We've got a lot. Hey, yes, yes, excellent. And we got a little bit of a discount on that. Yeah, I might as well get lockpick kit. It's on special. Thank you. And I don't know. I'll come back if I need more keys. I think I'll come back. Cool. Cool. I'm happy with that. I feel like I haven't had lockpick kit in a while. Sorry. I feel like I haven't had locksmith in a while. I had lockpick kit in the last episode. Okay, well, look. So here's the interesting thing. Should I simply define, let's say, foundation and antechamber as the remos for 8 and 9? However, maybe let's go a little crazy, because what we did at the start of this game is we began in entrance hall, which is, you know, a permanent room, and then the first one I drafted is what we got a remo in. So I think I'm going to I think I'm going to allow myself to do those two as extra, because they're already here, they're permanent. Let's do them. And then the first drafted room on each of these ranks, I think we'll do remos for. All right, cool. So maybe I should just go here and see what we get. Ooh. All good. Oh man, all good for so many reasons. All good for so many reasons. Oh man. The vault. Bunk room. Maybe it's to do with Herbert or Simon, I don't know. But then veranda takes me straight up, which is lovely. And I think if I'm going to have this rule about the permanent rooms, right, then we just include room 46 in that. Like, as soon as I go into that, which, no, there's no other room in that rank, right? As far as I know. As far as I know. I don't know. So I think if this is my rule, then we have to simply include room 46. So the prospect of easily getting to room 46 right now is very, 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 very cool to me. So I might go veranda. See if we can snake our way up to our open end. Veranda's always so good to me. And I have spare veranda too. Yes, I have spare veranda too. Oh, look at this. Look at the gifts this room has given. Dining room, watering can, shovel. Brilliant. Metal detector. Wow, I feel so validated. Let's dig. Let's dig, baby. Old shoe, love you. Happy to see you, old shoe. I'm just going to dig and then we'll do the remo. I got a bit excited about the item. Okay, let's check out our actual lovely, beautiful view here. Yes, it's late. Yes, the stars are out. How exciting. This is our first rank 8 remo. Green veranda. The spare room version of any other room bypasses the original's drafting requirements. Oh. Huh. I'm trying to remember right now, what were the other spare room upgrades? I think there was... Because that was... I got that one... there's a series of upgrades, right? So I don't even know... I know what the first tier of upgrades for spare room was, or when I say I know, I mean I've at least had that knowledge at some point. Right now I can't remember. I think there was a hallway version, but I can't remember exactly which hallway. Probably maybe just hallway or something. And I can't remember what the other one was. It was probably like, I'm just imagining like a bed. It must have been one of the bedrooms or something like that. Anyway, I'm so happy with my choice. I'm so looking forward eventually to, playing a new and trying different upgrade rooms, but like this is one of the ones I don't know what else not knowing how good the others could have been. I'm very satisfied. I'm very satisfied with my version of spare room. But the exciting thing about using, getting the other spare room upgrades is being able to get the next tier of spare room upgrade for the other versions of the room, right? Like that's something I haven't even been able to see. So that's quite cool. That's very interesting to know. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. And that's the first of our regular like green rooms. Sweet. Okay. So, lovely. God, there's still this whole like West Wing side that I haven't really accessed yet. However, since we're here, right? And my steps aren't amazing. Yes, I can go down to dining room now, but it will be it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be 7, and it was the steak which will benefit from showroom, and I will benefit also from showroom so much. I will benefit so much from showroom if I can get it somewhere, and it will also make our food more nutritious, more step nutritious, and it's like it punches up the calories that you're getting from whatever that meal is. So maybe like what it's doing, if you get the correctly matching room with the meal, is it's just slathering it in butter or something like that. You just get like a whole bunch of butter sauce on it, and then you get so many more calories from the food. But also showroom could literally mean we get the silver spoon, which would super pump it up. I probably don't need it. It's just like I would get so much joy from being able to get showroom somewhere. So I've sort of a little bit talked myself into it now. Let's go and do these. Nice. Well, turnip is good. That's some extra helpful steps. Maybe I can spend that in showroom. Thank you for the coin. Cool. These are really, really good interim step helps. Yeah. Turnip city. I love turnips. I'm sure I've said before, but like one of the things that extra delights me about getting turnips in this game is not just the fact that, you can picture Simon is standing here literally reaching into the freaking ground and eating a raw turnip, often with a spoon, which I don't know how you would achieve that. But it's also because I grew up a huge fan of Super Mario 2, which is the version of Super Mario, which is Doki Doki Panic. Anyway, and a big feature of that game is turnips. And I love that, like, it's a game that made turnips special. I've always really particularly loved that. So I think I'm going to come over here. Hang on. Dig spot. I'm not going to wait for a jackhammer. It might not happen today. I think I'm going to come over here. Yeah, and just see, like, we've got 2 different ways from vestibule that we can hope to connect with foundation. In fact, maybe if I just make that happen here. Yeah, why not? This is sort of perfect for the cloister of Arinda, right? It's perfect. It's perfect. It's just a perfect access way. Excellent. So we know we can connect through foundation there, which means, let's say if this were to be showroom, I could take it. I could be fine. I could be fine taking it. So I'm gonna redraft a little bit and see if I get lucky. What I should have done is change. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to change the color of the scepter. Oh well, it's okay. Let's just see what luck can bring us, right? Commissary could be good. Passageway could also be really good here. Trophy room, no. I'd like the gems, but it's not. Yeah, it's really closing out a lot of that West Wing for me. So we'll just go for it. A little bit of redrawing potential left. I do have 6 die though, so there's that as well. I'm going to use this last chance. Oh my god, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Workshop is also great, but there's so many reasons that showroom is great. Let's go showroom here. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. So good. Great. I am always happy to see the moon pendant. And we got silver spoon as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. And coupon book is... We're not getting the sale benefit here today, but we are getting coupon book, so that's nice. Moon pendant, thank you. And I guess... So 80 plus 60. This would mean I don't have money. I don't think we'll go master key. Because I might want to buy things in a commissary as well. But I think we'll go emerald bracelet. Nice. And that's perfect because it saves me some gems, you know, with the rest of the redrawing. Lovely. Lovely. So here, I mean, this could be a good spot for secret garden, but it's not going to be, so never mind. Maybe then we just go trophy room here, get ourselves a few more gems. Yeah, I think that works. And it heads us in the right direction. So I like that. I like that. I don't like what this room stands for, like here. I like what this part of the room stands for. That's great. Nothing else, because metal detector would be telling us. I haven't had emerald bracelet very much lately, so I'm so delighted to just see it here. Such a cool looking item. Oh, I'm excited to get the remo for this room, as every room, as absolutely every room. I think we need to redraw here though. We need to. Gallery. I mean, gallery would get me further, but can I get like a 3-door room here? Using all of the gems I've just picked up. Okay, pool. Look, pool will add some things into the pool. Yes, but because we have the redraw potential from study, I think we can kind of counteract that pretty well. But what I like is just that it allows me to access more stuff in this space. So let's do that. We get our lovely, dependable trunks, which are honestly like 2 of the best trunks in the game for me. Oh, that's some more money. Nice. I mean, the good thing about eventually being able to buy, you know, the master key is that it could potentially be a thing that the moon pendant saves us tomorrow. I also have the opportunity to put whatever I want in the coat check, so there's that too. Excellent. Okay. Ooh. If I put sauna here, it will make some of the other rooms here difficult to access, but again, it's going to help us out tomorrow. Attic, of course, also could be amazing. But I think to make tomorrow easier is a very, very compelling... Yeah, it's very compelling. Though, that said, so sauna is probably popping up here because it's right next to pool, right? Like, I think adjoining pool makes the pool-related items, the pool-related rooms much more likely. But we still might be able to get it elsewhere. Just having a sip of tea, and it would be really ideal here to be able to get another 3-door room. So I think I might totally ruin that bounty there. Not the chocolate bounty. Yeah, maybe put gym here. Like, I think I can afford to lose the steps with how much I'm going to get from dining room. So that's fine. This just makes drafting other rooms a bit easier. In this whole section. So this is really great. From here we can access all of these spaces are guaranteed to me. So I really like that. I really like that. So let's just see what we can get from them. Hello, Jim. What are we talking? Oh, it's sort of in the middle here. Cool. Okay. Well, any of this could be loads of like dead end rooms. Anything at all is fine. Oh, great. I'm gonna take sauna because I think sauna might be less likely and it would be super helpful tomorrow. I really want lab for the experiment, but I feel like it's going to be harder for me to get sauna. So I'm going to do that. Hey, someone left their stinky... What are you doing bringing your gym shoes into the sauna? You weirdos, you leave that stuff in the locker room. Don't bring your stinky shoes into the sauna. Maybe since this is a private sauna though, maybe this is somebody's method for cleaning the shoes, and I probably can't argue with that. It's probably a really good way of doing it. Like you can steam out all of the bacteria. Okay, amazing. I'm going to sit in sauna just for a second. Yeah, because sauna is an unusual room. I don't get it that often. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that choice. Great. We're getting a lot of step benefit from that room in general today and tomorrow. So we can still get the room from boiler room below us, south of here, if we need to. However, right now, so let's see what we can put here. Where do I want to use my silver key? I guess anywhere. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to use a regular key. Commissary is directly useful. So maybe we put commissary here. Yep. I'm happy with that. We put commissary here. We see what we can get from it. I think this is... Oh, God. Look at this. We're getting... It's a boon of keys and gems. That's crazy. That's so good. That's so good. And they're cheaper. And the step value is pumped up from the silver spoon. This is amazing. 65. So I have emerald bracelet. I don't need gems for drafting. Wonderful. 65 gems for the remaining spaces that I actually have. I could also, once again, I could also attempt, if I get a really good amount of gems, I could also attempt to finish today with freezer. In fact, I could just get freezer sort of wherever and then pop into sauna and then pop back. Yeah. So that's also a possibility. I was just thinking, like, how many gems do I actually need for the remaining spaces I have drafting wise if I were to do full 8 gem redraws on all of them? Yeah. It's not as if I can't spend the money. I'm just going to get as many steps as I can. That's lovely. That's so good. Set of gems. Okay. All I'm hanging out for is that maybe I could use my money for the master key at some point if I get more. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's go from this spot. I'm not sure, like, I know I could change the scepter now, but I'm not sure what I would want to change it to now that I've had showroom. Okay, well, what would be useful? What would be useful to me? Like, again, getting tomorrow rooms for tomorrow could be a good thing to go for. Yeah, I mean, planetarium's just generally good, isn't it? It's just generally good. It gives us the option to call it a day here to get the extra stars. We're at 82 currently. But I probably, I haven't even got a break room at the moment. Oh crap, I haven't even got a break room at the moment. Well, maybe we get planetarium as a backup just in case I don't get break room somewhere, right? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, apple, die, key, dig spot, rock. I don't know. I'm just getting the dig spots because I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to use experiments. And even if I do, I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to use, you know, dig spots for those experiments. So, cool. All right. We would have to access the next one from boiler room. So that's cool. I'm satisfied that I've been able to make, I think, some good use from this. That helps us today and will help us tomorrow. I like that. So let's head on up then. We have to go back through here. Just closed on me. No, you don't. You can't go in. Excellent. Actually, before I go in there, should I go and get my dining room? Yes. So silly. I forgot about the crown. I totally forgot. No, don't worry. No mind. It's fine. I totally forgot that this space was relevant for closed exhibit. It's fine. It's fine. It probably wouldn't make all that much difference. We're very good for redraws, right? So that's fine. Just would have been cool. Just would have been neat, but totally forgot. Anyway, so closed exhibit, no. Closed exhibit, gift shop, secret passage, dining room. That's where we're doing. That's this door. Let's go and get our steps. Sorry, Crown. Sorry. It's nice to see you, though. Really nice to see you. I'll come and rescue you from this is going to be so good. I'm just satisfied with how much this is going to be. We get the additional 10 from showroom. The only thing missing is a salt shaker. Check it out. 130 steps. We're golden. We're golden for steps. I don't think there was a digs button spare veranda. Yeah, I can't think of a reason to go back. Maybe just stepping into dormitory, but you know, that's fine. Yeah, there's just going and getting this extra space from boiler room, but I think for now I'm happy to go back up. Yay, let's run with our steps, and we've got our running shoes as well. We're so good for steps. So good. Hey. It's like there's a playful spirit in this room. I wonder if I should leave. There's the possibility of getting lab, isn't there? Or even any other terminal access. So maybe let's go here. I'm excited about stepping into foundation, but I'm just going to do this in case I can get an experiment started. Let's see if we could get, like lab or security here. Or even office. I mean, I hardly ever do office, but yeah. Oh, and by the way, hang on a sec. I don't think I'm anywhere near being able... I haven't been trying. Hasn't been my goal today, but I was just thinking, can I do the chessboard today? I think it's very unlikely. So the main thing is king and queen are the main issues. Like, I don't have... What are my two queen options? It's Ladyship's Chamber and... study. So actually we do have study, yeah? I'm actually going to double check in my notebook. It's been a long time since I've done this. Ladies' Chamber or study. King requires the office or throne room, and I don't have either of those. The rook is fine because we have nook. The knight is fine because we have observatory. The bishop is fine. No, bishop is actually not fine. I would need to get chapel, attic, rumpus room, or bookshop. And then pawn is fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so office or throne, chapel, attic, rumpus room, or bookshop. Okay. But if I did that, I could go and change... I could go and actually play chess for the first time in ages. So let's just keep redrawing to see if we can get a terminal. Clock tower would be good for tomorrow, but... No... Locker room's kind of nice, but well, this would put me on path to be able to do both of those things, and it directly gets me in the space to access antechamber. I think we do office. This could be a possibility. Sweet. Run payroll. I don't have any other rooms for that. Yeah, we'll take some gold, thank you. Log into a network. Beautiful. Oh, it's been so long, I think, since I've been in office. I think it's been a really long time. So there's no real reason to need security, I think. So I'll go laboratory because the experiments is the most useful thing for me, I think. Thank you, thank you. Lovely. Experiment set up. Stars, please. Oh, no stars today. And it would have been such a good one for stars because we could have just come back here and done this at the end of the day. And I have a really good amount of steps. It might have worked out. We might have been able to get like a super star day. In that case, then, I think the other one that I'm super interested in doing is just experimenting with increasing my lockpicking skills. So maybe we just come back here later because I don't want to not look at my map right now. It's just not what I'm interested in. Let's just come back in a little bit and do this, and then we'll try to increase our lockpicking skills again. Why not? Nice. Now, while I'm here, I can't remember if I've tried Swan Song with the A and the O removed. Yeah. In this, it might be room dependent, and I literally just can't remember if I've done it in this room or not, if it's a thing. I'm still very much in the dark about this. Submit. No. Okay. I might have already tried this. All right. Goodbye. So, any other goodies for me? I just want to look in the drawer. I haven't seen this in ages. Oh, memories. Good memories. Yeah. So good. Hello, Count. Excellent. Well, in that case, we only need to get chapel, which I am just double checking. I don't have chapel, attic, rumpus room, or bookshop. We could make that happen, and then I could change the chess power back to my original fave, my rook power, and then that would open up the possibility of me getting armory at some point, and also I now know thanks to these remos that it would not stop me from getting access to Ares Court, which I love. Okay, main thing we need here is okay, I will eventually be able to pick this lock. I'm going to use a regular key here because I was just thinking like silver spoon could be, not silver spoon, the silver key could even be saved tomorrow by the moon pendant. I don't know, maybe it's a bit silly. We can access the corner from veranda, so we could literally just put boudoir here to access antechamber, and that would mean this is the first room we're drafting on rank 9, so we would get the remo from this room. I mean, boudoir is just one of my big personal faves, right? This is one of my go-to lovely rooms, so I feel very happy with this. Let's do it. Yay! We get a little bit more redrawing to try and make any last minute things happen. We get our standard goodies. And let's come and look at the ballerina on the box that gave me so many wonderful mysteries early on when I was still thinking that maybe we would open this and find like the diary key or something, right? Super cool. Good memories. Good memories game. So, boudoir. Oh, there we go. There we go. Exciting. I mean, I always thought so. But I have no idea where to find it, but that's fine. I have always been looking for it. I have always been looking for it. Again, please don't give me any other hints or nudges or anything about this, right? This is so wonderful. This is so wonderful to see. It's not only wonderful because it means there's something else to find, right? It's not only wonderful for that. It's wonderful. It makes me really happy because it was one of the very first things we saw in the game. In fact, it's one of the things you see when you haven't even begun the game, right? But then, for me at least, it's one of the first, it's one of the early rooms I drafted. I can't remember, maybe on day one or, very soon after. And, it's just one of the very first things I looked at in a room and went, we must find this. We must find this record, right? We got to find it. And here I am, having been on such a long journey with this game. And it's still a mystery to me. And I love that. I love that so much. It makes me so happy that that whatever this is, even if it's let's say it could be another planetarium kind of moment where other people just find this really early on. It's super easy to find. That's fine, because I've had a huge, long year plus of wondering about this, and I've so enjoyed that this has remained a mystery, and I love that, I love knowing that there's another layer to this mystery. This is so good. This is so... Oh, no. Oh, it's red though. Oh, so it's probably not true. Okay. Silly me. No, it's red, so it's not waiting for the correct record. But, all right. Okay, all right. Then that gives me a whole nother thing though. So, that means like everything I just said is still true. Like the main joy I've gotten from this is going like, is like the fireplace thing is that this has been a really long journey. But like what this does make me think, if indeed this is not true, is the one thing I know about this game, because this came up sort of fairly early on in the comments, right? Like I've always known there are many unsolved mysteries in this game. I don't know what that means. I don't have any other information about that. I just know that it seems to be that there are things that don't get solved in this game, and that maybe there are still people kind of working on that. I don't really know but I don't know any more than that. So, I like imagining for the time being that there's a few ways that I think about this, right? And this is coming from a complete bubble of ignorance. So again, don't give me any extra information or clarification or explanations here, right? Like I love, like in all of this time, right, of being totally obsessed with blueprints and playing it in a kind of a public forum, right? I still know nothing about the external culture of people playing this game. Very little, apart from what I just said, that there are unsolved mysteries, and I think, there are still players who sort of like working on them. But I don't know if that means there actually are things that are still there to be discovered in the game, like literally that are coded into the game and you can find. Or maybe people kind of know that that's not the case. I am imagining, just in my little island mind, that maybe what we will get at some point is a Blueprints DLC. So there's all kinds of things I can imagine that might remain unusable for now, but I enjoy imagining that maybe at some point there'll be an update to the game and something suddenly becomes usable. So maybe this even could be one of those, right? Maybe this could be one of those things that I'm imagining could be possible. I don't know. I enjoy imagining it. That's all I can say. I don't want to know yet. Eventually when we go to another phase where you guys can fill me in on more information, I'm happy to kind of hear what everyone sort of knows about stuff. Eventually we'll get to that. But for now, I really like living in this little bubble of ignorance where I can imagine, one day a DLC will appear. The DLC will contain, this wonderful record that It will contain the record. It might contain like some kind of continuation to the fireplace mystery. I don't know, other things I've wondered about, many other things. Maybe something to do with the golden hands in classroom 6 or something like that. Amazing. Okay, now we still have a big bunch of these things to uncover today. Okay, great. So here we are. We can waltz ourselves into foundation, and we can waltz ourselves into antechamber. I do still have to open the north lever, but those are three more remos, I should say, that we can go for pretty much immediately. Let's do foundation first. Let's work our way up. I don't know. That's just exciting to me. So I can do these dig spots now because we're not going to be doing, where's the entrance? We're not going to be doing an experiment with them. No dig spot experiments. Cool. I mean, the money is actually maybe useful if I can use it to buy master key at the end of the day. And that's only really for the interest of potentially keeping it tomorrow or putting it into coat check. Okay, let's step into foundation, and we're gonna do this one. Yeah. Let's look up at the top of foundation for a change. Exciting. The music is kicking in. There we go. All the way to the top, number 1. The foundation can be uprooted. The foundation can be moved. The foundation can be moved. Huh. That's fascinating. The foundation can be... I'm interpreting that as the foundation can be moved. What I'm sure you can imagine what I'm sitting here silently thinking, which is, what is the way to do that? Could that be an outer room thing? Maybe foundation in the outer room could sort of displace the regular foundation? Interesting. Or what else can I imagine? Some kind of effect from an upgraded room. It could be even like something from an upgraded room I don't have. Fascinating. That's interesting. Would I want to move my foundation? I mean, I would enjoy experiencing it, because that would be super wild to me. The foundation has been a foundation in my playthrough since extremely early. I don't know when other people root their foundation. Oh boy. I don't know when other people root their foundation somewhere, right? But mine was very, very early on in the playthrough, because I went back and sort of checked it recently when I was looking at like my where the picture puzzles go and stuff like that. So I sort of noticed. It was like day 2 or something like that, I think. Yeah, I mean, that would be wild to move it, because this has been, as soon as I sort of heard that people have their foundation in different places, it was one of those wonderful things. It was one of the most interesting, I think, game mechanic differences I learned about, because I just thought, like, that would completely change your drafting experience. It would completely change it. Mine is so particular, and as I've gone through the game, I've really realized, like, so many of the disadvantages and advantages of where I have it. Overall, I love it. I love where my foundation is, but I totally recognize in some ways it's a very particular disadvantage in terms of the number of things in this game that require being drafted on rank 8, and I only ever have 4 draftable spaces rather than 5 up here. So it would have meant I could get through the blue memos more quickly if I had it just here or something like that, right? But at the same time, I'm happy with that because the advantages that I get from having a foundation here, I think are immense, absolutely incredible. But I don't know what it would be like to have a foundation elsewhere. I don't know. So I would love to experience the game with a foundation in lots of different places. I would love to see how that completely changes what I can do. My foundation here is what makes access to Antechamber as common as it is for me. It's what makes the key card such a particularly good item for me. And it's what makes Break Room such a particularly good room for me. Like it's created all of these very unique particularities that I really love. But I would love to have the experience of shifting it. That would be fascinating. And I suppose that makes me wonder, like, can you shift it over and over again? Or do you just get to shift it once? Which again, please don't, tell me. It's just what I wonder about. And that raises, I don't know, I suppose that raises some interesting things. Like, could the foundation be different in different spaces? I don't know, probably not, but like, it's just, that's an interesting thing to consider. Okay, that's foundation. Let's just do these spaces. And I'm just thinking, if I want to do freezer at the end of the day, like I have here, where we can try for that, right? So let's just do it. Yay. Nice. So many steps. I'm glad we managed to get sauna. Well, unless I get throne room somewhere, I'm going to need to go and open the north lever anyway. But I suppose let's do these last spaces here. Okay. You know what? I might use my silver key. I have so many keys, so let's just use it. I've got other things I want to keep. I want to keep for tomorrow, so that's fine. Security's fine. It gets me where I need to go. Yep. I'm happy with that. No fruit. Don't think I need to log in here. Okay, so we're getting to the corner room. Now again, rooms that will help me out tomorrow could be great. But what we could also try to do is get chapel, attic, rumpus room, or bookshop. Most likely chapel or attic, I think. And if it would be great to get attic in the next spot. Let's see what we can get from redraws. Nothing I need here. No. There is break room though. There is break room. Yeah, because it gives me the opportunity to finish with keycard again tomorrow, which is so good. So good. Yeah, okay. Break room it is. Break room it is. Yay! I shouldn't have even picked these up. Damn it! It's gonna dilute my. It's gonna dilute my moon pendant powers. Look, honestly, I was just thinking, do I need to do this? I have key pass. I have secret garden key. I have keys. I have locksmith. Even I have the lockpick kit. I have the prism key. I actually don't think I'm sorry, break room. I don't think I need to do this. I think I can just move on. Okay, if I can get attic here, this will be really good. Attic or chapel, in particular, I think would be great. That would mean we could do the chest power today. So let's see what we can manage. Rumpus room would also do it. Alazara to the rescue, right? I'm just double checking my notes here. Bishop, chapel, attic, rumpus room or bookshop. I think this would do it. I mean, attic would be nice to get like whatever we're gonna I was thinking attic could give me the treasure map. And I have so many more treasure map experiments that I want to do, but oh, damn it, why did I think of that? I can't, I want to go for attic. I'm sorry, everybody, I've thought of it. But look, I've got so many more gem redraws and I have so many more, dye. Like, we've got to use them, right? We've got to use them. Let's go for attic. Ah! Yes, I'm going to say that was the grace of Alzara there. Alzara went, I'm with you, Rebecca. That's a smart idea. I will conjure up attic. I will call it forth for you. Thank you so much, Alzara. Thank you so much. So attic gets us our bishop chess piece. And I think, am I correct? I think with that, I think I have everything I need to go and change the chess power today. Let's not pick this up. I don't need moon pendant getting all messed up with that. Oh. Money's good, actually. I'll take the key because that's not gonna... I don't even have workshop, do I? I don't even have workshop, so making the jackhammer is... Yeah, that would just dilute... These would just dilute my moon pendant offerings. But this is good. But no treasure map. That's okay. That's okay. You almost always give me treasure map, so, you know. Feels crazy to not pick up everything here. I'm leaving 3 items. Oh, man. But this has been very useful. I can't believe how much I'm walking away from here. Okay. Great, great, great. So now we go... I think we're very unlikely to get throne room. So we go down foundation, we open the north lever. Exciting. It's been a while. It's been a while. Let's do it. Yay. Alright, I'm going to use this for a little tea break. Thank you, dependable foundation elevator. Would you like to be in a different spot? Would you like to be uprooted? I'm just thinking, could it be a different use? I don't know, you know, could there be another interpretation of uprooted? I would imagine being able to move foundation is what that means. Cool. Yeah. Look, we could go and get the other gem, but it's just one gem and it's a lot of effort. If I'm able to get freezer today, like, you know, it would be nice and all of that, but open my beauties, my beauties. Lovely. She's open, and Boudoir has shown me the way. So good. So good. God, this has been so much fun. I can't wait to do more. I'm excited to rethink some new rules for myself for the next day. I think that'll be awesome. We still got don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the outer path and all of that. In fact, maybe at this stage we go do outer path because we can easily sort of get there now. We can get to the other end of the house easily. So I think let's do that. Yay. Hello, reservoir. Oh, so many good memories everywhere. Yeah, I think this is the time. This is the time. And I still have all of these redraws. Like, if I wanted to get a particular outer room, I don't think I have any need for a particular outer room in terms of its actual... I could just go and do the... Oh, hang on. I could just go and do the chess room right now, right? Okay. Yep. Let's go and do it. Hello, elevator. You're looking lovely today. Always so elegant. Always so elegant. Cool. God, this has been a long time since I've done this. This has turned out really well. I'm not even talking about the amazing freaking magical experience of these remos. It's been a beautiful experience so far. But actually, just the actual drafting of the day has worked out really well, I've got to say. Okay, so, let's see how this works. Because I just thought there was a good chance that this might close, because I think it's literally where, like, I think we get, like, pawn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is where one of them went. So I'm really curious how this is going to work. Okay. Yeah. An office is there. Okay. All right. So that's king, yeah? Office goes there. Bishop, we just located here. That can go where security is. Queen is down in the corner. Rook goes with Nook, which we put here. Yes, and pawn, I'm not even going to bother looking. It'll go somewhere. It'll go... If I can't make pawn go somewhere, I would be very shocked. Ah, it just steps to the side. Ah, so the king steps to the side. Interesting. Oh, how graceful. How graceful. Okay. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen this. It's been so long since I've seen this. There's still many that I have never chosen, right? But we're definitely going to go for a good old ambition of the pawn. Yeah, brilliant. The only thing that I'm going to lose from this is I'm going to lose the admittedly very, very, very useful that I have actually come to rely on and take for complete granted. I've now had the rook power for so long that I really rely on being able to get all of the redraws in the corner. I can still get that, but I won't have it immediately. I have to actually choose it, but that's fine. We've had a long power. We've had a long time with the rook power. It's time to go back to pawn. And this will allow us to get the armory sometimes when we want it. And, yeah. Probably ignore bishop and queen as I always have done. So, yes please. There we go. Cool. And they close. Oh, I was a little bit worried hearing that sound. I was like, what's happening? I don't know if I've ever looked down here at this. Or if I have, it's been a very long time. Interesting. Cool. Oh, great. I'm sort of like freed from my fear of losing access to Ares Court for whatever reason. Which, yeah, like it makes so much sense that the game would be kind of gentle and kind on that matter. But it also makes sense that it would not be. Some things are difficult to achieve. The chess pieces in itself are reasonably difficult to achieve, especially earlier on in the game, right? I'm just at an end of the game where I have, resources are much, much more easy to come by. So, yeah. Hello, stars that appear on top of clouds. Seemingly very, very thin clouds. I just like to give myself a little blessing and put some money in the bank. And yeah, we'll go over to outer room. We'll go get our first outer room remo. I don't even know what to go for. Just all of them. All of them eventually. All of them. But for now, let's see what we get. This is 3 good choices. They're all good choices. Nothing is a better choice than the others, really. I mean, Tomb is like the most bombastic room, right? Tomb is the most bombastic. Shall we do Tomb? Is there any reason not to do Tomb? I don't think there's any reason not to do Tomb. That said, here's my other thinking. I could leave Tomb for another day because Tomb is very useful to have during the day. Like, you get money from drafting. And obviously you get redraw die. My redraw die are about to, if I don't use them in the last 2 spaces, they're going to go to waste. I can't carry them over to the next day. So actually, maybe if I save Tomb for another day, it could be just more useful to me. Whereas, guess what room is not my favorite to get the actual, to get the power of? It's this one. I think an end of the day outer room draft, this might be the most useful one to do, because then I don't have to have this, like, getting in the way. Yeah, I'm going to go hovel. I think let's start with hovel. And I have a feeling hovel might have been my first outer room anyway in the game. God, I haven't looked at this in a long time. Denny, how did you live? A little candle. Did you eat out of the pot with a big wooden spoon? Please tell me, Denny, that you that you didn't. But it is a hovel, isn't it? It is a hovel. Oh, so exciting. Excellent. Excellent. I think this might have been my first outer room. That's my memory. Let's check it out. As if it is in a library. All the way down, everybody, to hovel. The hovel houses the first instance of a numeric core that Simon is able to find. I mean, it was the first one that I found, for sure. But I guess, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm just trying to remember all of the other places that I know of where you can find them, and that feels right. That feels right. That feels right. Yeah, it was definitely my first one. And what was really exciting about it is that, you know, it ended up for me being like a kind of a second discovery to have in hovel, like way later than I could have found it. But I suppose, again, for many people, this could be a super early discovery. Like, not day one, unless you have a very lucky day, I suppose, because you have to be able to get access to the whole, you know, West Path and everything like that. But, you know, I remember hovel being my very first outer room. And so if I had noticed it, I could have found it on that first, I could have found this note the very first time I drafted this room. Oh, good memories, especially since I've so rarely since then drafted this room. It's just not ended up being a useful room for my, like, approach to drafting. But I wonder if it is for others. In fact, that's a question I will openly ask you. If you want to answer in the comments, go ahead. For you, for any of you, was hovel, did you actually make use of the special ability from hovel? I'm sort of interested. So we might as well go do the... Oh, should we? Yeah, I think so. Let me just think. If I draft from Boiler Room, let's say if Freezer comes up, should I take it? I think so, right? Because I don't actually need my gems for... Yeah, it's totally fine. I don't actually need my gems for drafting. And I don't even really fully need them for redrafting because I can use all of these die. Yeah, and I can also just go to sauna if need be to thaw out. So actually that makes a lot of sense. Yes, and we still have tons of steps to use in the experiment in office at the end of the day. That works. Now, I suppose the only other thing I can think is to change this to blue to make Freezer potentially a bit more common. But, there's so many blueprints, I don't really know. There's a little dig... Oh, whatever, let's do it. You never know. Maybe in gem, and maybe I'm able to bring the gem to tomorrow. Actually, it's unlikely to be a gem, is it? It's a shoe anyway. It's a shoe. It's a shoe. Okay. I guess if this could be freezer, but if not, another blue room would be great. So, yeah. I was just thinking to myself, like, I could at this stage go, there's a few possibilities, right? I could go back to laundry, swap my coins for gems again. That would just give me a larger amount of gems to save. Or I do have enough to go and buy the master key. Yeah, there's a few possibilities with what I've got here. Clock tower is a nice little, look at the step requirements. Ugh. It's just, I can't handle it. I can't do it. But I wonder if other people actually use this ability really well and in some really clever ways. Or maybe even as I could imagine it being really useful if you're just having a particularly difficult gem day and you go, yeah, like you use it in a particular situation where you swap over to using steps. You've got a lot of steps or whatever. Yeah. So I'm curious if people have those kinds of experiences with Hovel. Clock tower would also be a helpful tomorrow room for tomorrow, and I could try for freezer on the next spot. But yeah, I don't know. Let's try some more redraws. Let's try some more redraw. There we go. Okay, so we could get it here. We could still go... What sucks is we're right next to sauna. We're right next to sauna, but I cannot... It's actually going to take ages for me to get to sauna. So... Oh, there's also more money for me in conference room from office, I just remembered. So there's so much reason to go and get that money to change, to once again swap coins and gems in, yeah, in laundry room. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Let's do it. Let's get freezer. It's locked in. That was a bit silly. I just realized, everybody, that I didn't actually need to step in here. I forgot that you actually step in to get the effect. I totally forgot. Look, there's all this steam here. Can I just like, look. Ah, the heat from boiler room. Nope. Damn it. That was very silly. But it's okay. We can fix it. We can fix it. So, we should not go to conference room yet, or laundry room. I guess it makes more sense to go back through foundation. It'll just save us the steps. And I can't buy stuff in kitchen right now. Okay, I have made so much a bit more difficult for myself. But what else is new? I'm doing a lot of new things this episode. I'm having to juggle an entirely new sort of mechanic in the best possible way. But it extra sort of frazzles my poor little end of day brain. And quite frankly, I'm hungry. Like I need to go and like eat a snack at some point soon. So, but we'll go unfreeze in sauna. That's okay. I love sauna. God, I feel like I wasn't fully stepped into the elevator. I feel like I'm hanging off the edge. Poor Simon. Poor Simon, this is the end of his journey. He's about to be squished on the edge of the foundation floor. Okay, from foundation, cloister, vestibule, showroom. Okay, and then all the way around. Let's... Oh, cool! Yeah! It's been so long since I've seen this! Huh. So I could pick something right now just for the end of the day. Well, I do still, like, yes, there's the possibility we could get armory in the corner. But, I guess I could just keep the rook power so that we get more redraws in that corner as well. But then what would I use them for? I've got foundation now. Just another tomorrow room, really. Well, maybe let's just... Oh, but I won't be able to get the Remo from Armory. It would just be the normal excitement of getting Armory, right? Yeah. I'm gonna throw it into the mix. I'm just gonna do it. Let's do Mantle. Yes, let's throw it into the mix as a little weird little possibility for that last little corner spot. Okay. I can't get into this side of antechamber anyway, so let's just head down to sauna. Showroom. How silly. I am a silly person. We know this. We all know this. You guys have seen the best and the worst and everything in between. There we go. My accounts have been thawed, so I'm going to have to go back to freezer. But I can also... Oh, no, it doesn't make any sense. Spending... If I'm going to swap in laundry, yeah, that's actually just going to reduce the number of gems I get. Okay, so let's not bother with that. I am using up steps, which can be used for my experiment at the end of the day as well, but that's okay. You know, it's just improving my lockpicking skill. I'm curious to do it, but it's not as important as stars as far as I'm concerned. I will not buy Master Key. I will use my money for gems. So what's the most useful thing to do? To head down to laundry room, get the money in conference room, change my money. Yep, let's just do that. Let's just get that over and done with. I've got a few things in a few different directions, so hang on, I'm just thinking about the order of things. I want to do the experiment office, but I really ideally want to do that like at the end of the day. We're of course going to go into room 46 and read that Remo. Maybe we should do that now. I was thinking of leaving that till last, but no, it just makes sense to do it now, right? Okay, makes sense to do it now. Let's do it. How exciting. And it's not the last one. We have antechamber as well. So we'll do this last because I don't want to lose my map while I'm so scattered in so many ways. All right. Hello, antechamber. Hello, basement key. Let's do this. How exciting. Antechamber you are. We're going to be doing these two right next to each other. The bolts? I never expected any of these to begin with bolts. Also, this is grey. The bolts on the ribs in the underpass. What? The bolts on the ribs in the underpass contain what seems to be a series of conspicuous clues. Nobody knows what for. Ooh. Oh, I like this because I had no idea that this was a thing. And this is so cool because this is maybe what I just talked to you about is how much I like imagining that I might, that various things in the house might be unexplained or yet unfound, yet undiscovered, not yet undiscovered puzzles, but puzzles with yet undiscovered answers, right? And there might be things that you could still do if somebody can figure them out, or there might be things that can't be done yet. Can't be done yet. Huh. But this is the first one I am now explicitly aware. This is the first moment where I am explicitly aware that I am invited into a mystery that is a mystery for everybody else. This is very magic. This is very magic and interesting. How fascinating. And I suppose I'm just noting for the time being that this is grey. Maybe, you know, maybe another one of the remos will even tell me something about grey remos at some point. Oh, man. Huh. That's so fascinating. That is so interesting. I love it. And we're about to go straight into another one. Hello? We'll definitely take the crayon. I don't know. could be useful. Could be useful. Cool. Room 46. Remo coming up. The Atelier? Oh! The Atelier and the Unknown contain remos. Ooh! These are like... So this new amazing, wonderful, like, system that you guys have gifted me with here, which I'm only just beginning with, already itself contains secrets. Ah, you're so clever. You guys are so clever. I was just about to say, now how to access this is in itself a mystery. Wow. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, everybody. So the other thing I neglected to say at the beginning, I mentioned it in the last episode, that one of the reasons for starting this new phase today, you know, we sort of decided that it would just be kind of a cute little milestone that in game today it should be March 13, which is in reality my birthday. And this feels like a, you know, in whatever way Rebecca exists in game as a spirit that inhabits the body of Simon or something like that, we can imagine that this is all just such a crazy big birthday present for in-game Rebecca, right? That out of game Rebecca gets to hugely benefit from. Ah, this is so good. This is so good. And you've marked them with blueprint spoilers as well, which is just beautiful. I really respect that because I know that you're, like, these are all sort of spoilers in a sense, right? But I'm sure that this is a little bit more explicit, like puzzle, like directly puzzle related. So in a sense, it's sort of, I guess it tells me, like, if I want to try to solve things before I click on these, you know, like that, like it's sort of like extra. Yeah, anyway, so good. I love this. Look at that. This is so clever. I'm so impressed. You guys are amazing. You guys are freaking amazing. Hang on, let's turn that back to game. Wonderful. Wonderful. I've already expanded, like, the system I'm working with. And isn't it cool? Now I sort of have a little bit of extra lore about these things now. Amazing. Now I want to, like, look up, like, you know, the origami. Maybe I will make one. Maybe I will make myself an origami swan in celebration. Oh, this is so good. This has been amazing. So we've only got one more space to draft, which I'm just thinking another Toromoro room might be nice if we can get it. Or a conservatory to make a permanent change. That would be good. Other than that, it is getting rid of, you know, it's doing this experiment from office. So maybe if we even get that started, I just have to think carefully about what I want to do in the rest of the day. So probably before we... The tricky thing is it's just going to use up steps to go back and forth here. But I'm just a bit afraid that I might get myself lost without being able to access the map. However, let's just do the thing. I take a photo of this. I'll work from my phone. We'll get the experiment started, and then we'll just, you know, we'll do it at the end of the day. We'll do the map thing to get my lock picking skills up. Okay. Other than that, I just need to go around. The corner to. I know there's the possibility of eating food in the kitchen to get more steps as well. We'll see. I don't mind using some more money for that. It might be worthwhile. But other than that, there's just doing this last little draft, so we have to go around there for that. And then there's picking up the money in conference room, changing it to gems in laundry room, freezing in freezer, so maybe getting the steps in kitchen before that. It's quite a substantial little to-do list here, honestly. But I think it's all going to be good. Yeah, we'll do this, so I'll say goodbye to my map for the time being. Lovely. Do-do-do-do-do-do. That is such a sound of my youth. Remote. Hang on, did I check the stuff? I don't think I checked the staff announcements. Silly me. Nothing there. Okay, that's fine. Nothing lost. I don't know if I want to do a special order. Remote terminal access. I just paused there because I thought the other thing I can do... Oh, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, God, I just got... Sorry, just hit the microphone. I just got confused because security's there and I was like, has that gotten rid of... No, it hasn't gotten rid of my access to lab. We're all good. Great. This is where mistakes are made, when I'm trying to remember so many things at once and they sort of need to be done in like a particular order and... Yep. Okay, so we will do increased lockpicking skills, because I would just be really fascinated. It's actually the fascination of seeing if I can go beyond hobbyist. That's my main... It's not even having better lockpicking skills, which is my main interest. It is simply having the word hobbyist change to something else that will totally make my day if I can manage it. Excellent. All right, so we'll use whatever our remaining steps are on that, and now I'm not allowed to look at my map anymore. We walk away. So now I have to look at my little phone map. From office, cloister, vestibule, aquarium. We'll go do this last spot. Excellent. Yes, great. I was just thinking, is there any reason to use a... Well, prism, actually, yes, because conservatory would be great to get. It would... There was the possibility of getting armory, like just for the fun of getting armory, but I think, yeah. No, I think let's just go for a conservatory. It might be super fun to... I haven't had it in ages. I have not had it in ages. Do I have more aquariums in the pool, or is that just the glitch again? Yeah. Okay. So we'll redraw. There we go. Great. I was a little bit worried about using too many of my gems, though I'm about to swap them all for money anyway. Yes, conservatory. Lovely. So what do... I've got a little trunk here as well. Cool. More money means more gems, so that's excellent. Oh, hello. Apple. Key. More delicious apple. Ooh, I've been blessed. I've been blessed at the end of this already very ridiculous blessed day. This is the best possible thing I could get here. You are going to be commonplace, my friend. You are going to be commonplace. Yes. How perfect is this when actually one of my main tactics for getting study is in the corners where I redraw with rook power. And I've just changed my chess power literally today so that I may not, I may still have rook power, but I often may not have rook power. And I am able to make study more Common! Oh man, that is such a blessing. That is so good. Confirm that crap. Confirm it. It's one of the best rooms. Yes, please. What else have we got here? I've already made... Oh, that was very high. Sorry, that was a real squeak, everybody. I thought I had already made storeroom. I thought I had already made you unusual. That's my memory. That's my memory. I'd prefer storeroom to be unusual because I don't really... Like, it was a magical, important room earlier in the playthrough, but at this stage when keys and gems are less of a problem... It's more of a problem having storeroom come up as a dead-end room. So, yeah. I thought I had already done this. I'm surprised. Okay. Bedroom closet. I thought I had already changed this as well. I am so surprised. I thought I had already made bedroom closet... Certainly at least not commonplace, because I don't want it to be common. I was so sure that I had changed this. I'm really weirded out by that. I'm really weirded out by that. Well, what would I like to make you? I honestly think you also unusual. Because, you know, it's nice to get the extra items. However, I so rarely am able to draft it next to a bedroom to get the other benefits. Most of the time that's from aquarium if I'm able to do it. And I think there's been very few occasions, very, very few occasions where that's occurred. And again, same thing as storeroom. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Well, I thought I had already done these two, but I guess maybe they've glitched and gone back or something, or maybe my memory is wrong. But either way, let me just check it again. Commonplace. Thank you. Commonplace for study is the best. Ah, bless you, conservatory. Bless you. Thank you so much. Turnip, lovely. Well, that might help my lockpicking skills as well. Great. Okay, that's our drafting done for today. So we will hop back to the other thing I can do that I didn't think of before. I can do it on the way. Is we can put an interesting item into coat check, and maybe that will be finally a useful thing to do. After a long time, being able to finally put something back there will be cool. Okay, excellent. What shall we put into coat check? Because again, I'm usually able to buy out showroom anyway. I'm thinking maybe emerald bracelet. Because I actually don't see it that often these days in showroom. It might be more useful to me. Might be more... I'm just looking at the pictures here again. Pictures of everything are really good. Yeah, I think I'll put emerald bracelet here. I think I'm more likely to get it from coat check these days. Excellent. Okay, next step. We're going to go through secret passage, dining room. Excellent. Head down through good old spare veranda. Conference room now has all of this money, which will become more gems. Hopefully. God, conference room is good. So good. Oh, excuse me. Nice. Check it out. That's a really... this is going to end up as roughly the same amount of gems I was trying to save yesterday, so that's so good. Conference room. All right, now from conference room, what I can still do, I could bother to go to the corner into kitchen, buy way more steps, and then we can max out the map usage. It just means a little bit less gems for tomorrow, but you know, on balance, I think it's all fine. So Great Hall, down to entrance hall, yeah, around a little bit. Yay. It's just a little, it's just like, it's going to be like one extra one extra experiment, but... And the great thing is this isn't going to be that costly anyway, because we have sale and we have coupon. So are these going to be... Is this a free banana day? Hell yes. Hell yes. It's my favorite day, everybody. It's free banana day. Amazing. I'm so glad I did this just for the free bananas. Absolutely amazing. We'll spend a little bit on the club sandwich and we'll get the whole freaking salad. That cost almost nothing. That was almost nothing. And I have nearly 200 steps. So quite frankly, we can just do these experiments right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was so good. This day has worked out so well. It's been an amazing day for this whole new incredible gift of a system. For all of this knowledge and notes, and absolutely amazing. 10 successful triggers. My lockpicking skills have improved. It's still hobbyist right now, but you know, maybe there's potential other changes, right? And so now I'm just sort of saying aloud to myself, the next thing to do is to walk myself back to laundry room, swap my coins and my gems, and then come to freezer. Yeah, and then we figure out where we want to end the day. So good. So good. That was so useful. I can get that out of I can look at my map now. There's no problem. I've done what I need to do. We got the max experiments. It would have been great if that would have been just a little bit nicer if that was stars, but that's okay. Spin cycle, good old spin cycle. That's the only one that's useful. And that's keys for coins. I'm just checking. Okay. Gems for coins. Yes. Even if I didn't manage to get these swapped, there would be the possibility, like we'll be able to bring both of these amounts into tomorrow. So there would always be the possibility of being able to change it tomorrow. But it's, you know, that's contingent on getting laundry room and all of that. So we go freeze. We go freeze. This has been a long laundry list. Hey. This has been a long laundry list of things at the end of this day, but like it's so advantageous. It's so useful. Through the boiler room. Thank you. Thank you. I just like to open that sometimes. And now I think the final thing... it's not the final thing. No, it's fine. I have so many steps. It's fine. I was just thinking, should I save going to look at the underpass until tomorrow? But no, let's go now. We've got the steps. It doesn't matter. Let's go now. This will be the final thing to do. God, I'm going to be really silly about this. Underpass. Is underpass this one? I feel really, really silly. Is underpass this? That's sealed entrance. Is underpass... This is precipice, isn't it? Is underpass... This is... I feel like all of this is unknown. Right here is grounds. This is not underpass. Is underpass then... It's just been so long since I've taken any notice of the official names for all of these extra bits. Let's go... I can go through here or I can go through here. Just go through here. Why is this now being not changed over to sealed entrance? Basement. That's interesting. I feel like that was... Because it changed the first time. I feel like that was maybe a little bit of a glitch. Is this down here underpass? Reservoir. Yeah, reservoir underground. All of this would be reservoir, right? It's so, silly that I don't know all of this. But, like, I do forget what the official names for underpass. Okay, all right, here we are. So the bolt, yeah, it makes sense. This is where there are bolts on. In fact, what was the exact term? How many billions of times have I been in here? It was the bolts on the ribs in the underpass contain what seem to be a series of conspicuous clues. No one knows what for. So is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I mean, that makes sense to me. I can already see that there's a missing one up there. I'm just having the number changes. I never noticed this ever. I never looked at this. I mean, if I did see anything like this, I don't think I ever have. I don't think I've ever paid attention to these bolts. But if like the back of my mind saw it, maybe it just went like, oh, this is old, and it's just indicating it's old and some things are broken, right? Like the same way that there are weird little panels all over the place, right? So hang on. First off, are they the same on both sides? So this is like 8. If it's number related, which I'm guessing it is, then does that count as a missing bolt? It's colored different. That one's 2. I'm now looking at even this, the fact that it looks gritty. Yeah, okay, so they seem to be the same. And then that one is also like a bit, it's like it's missing or it's a bit scratched up, but maybe that's just the coloring. This feels like wine cellar all over again for me. Which maybe is also a thing. 3 and 4. Oh my god. Never noticed. And then that one's sort of also miscolored. Could be that this is like number related. It could be like translating them to letters. But if no one's ever been able to figure it out, I doubt my ability to do it anytime soon. But I love the idea of spending years thinking about it. Honestly. So they do seem to be the same number. And then we've got 2 again and 4. This one is different though. This one has 3 on this side. And that one's a bit weird. It actually doesn't look like it's... That one looks like a dot rather than a bolt. There do seem to be quite a few different little variations. 3 and 3. 3 and 4. And again, that one looks like a little dot rather than a bolt. This is wild. This is wild. I mean, here's my... I know I'm not going to be able to figure out what this is because nobody knows what this is about. And I love knowing that. Kind of frees me up from like going too crazy on this, right? But like, like I'll just tell you my immediate thoughts on this. I'm sure, like this is not, I'm not suggesting this is anything new, but this is just me coming to this for the first time. Obviously, given that the max amount seems to be 8, 4 on one side and 4 on the other side, then it definitely seems like, apart from all of the things in this game that 8 is related to, right in this spot, we're immediately heading towards the inner sanctum. So this seems related to the sanctum doors. So almost a little bit clearer to see that one up there. It looks very, very slightly like it has an edge to it, but it doesn't look like it has any three-dimensionality. 4 and 4. Yeah. Some are the same number. Some of them have different appearances. Oh my god. I never noticed this. I never noticed this. 2 and 4. 2 and 4. Huh. 3 and 3. There's so many of them. There's so many. I mean, now I'm thinking about how long it takes to like walk down this corridor, right? Wild. So interesting. Now it takes a really long time to walk down this corridor because I'm looking at everything. Imagine what Simon is doing right here. Like just walking down and like, you know, craning his little head up again. Stopping and turning around every few meters. And then, if this is related at all, I suppose there's a couple of bolts here. And then that one is just there by itself. That must be driving people crazy. And then that one there and this one here. And then, hang on this side, there's 2. This could all be totally random, I guess, but isn't it interesting thinking about this being a puzzle? That's so interesting. That's what I like. That's what I like. Huh. Interesting. Very, very interesting. How amazing that this is... Now I'm like, there's a little thing. There's little things like that everywhere. But this is the fun thing about this game. I think like if there appear to be unsolved mysteries in this game, and we don't know if they're unsolved mysteries, and if they never get solved, I think truly, you might find this crazy, but I think that is a gift that the game has given us. Like being given legitimate cause to wonder about things with the possibility that they might be a thing, I think is real magic. In a game that has, it's not just done that. It's not only created mysteries and you know, which it never gives you resolution on. It's given us an amazing, rich, unbelievably full, multiple times expanded beyond our imagination's experience. So it's earned its stripes, you know? It's totally earned its stripes. The question for me then is, where am I finishing the day? I know Planetarium would be nice to get those extra 2 stars and everything like that, but I think Keycard is just so valuable. And I love it. I love it. So I'm going to go, yeah, we'll just go up Foundation and go, Keycard, we're all good. I need to call my friend down. What the hell? Oh my god, guys, I think I'm experiencing a weird glitch here. I can see the stars. I can see the stars and a weird light. Don't tell me Foundation has been uprooted. This is so weird. This is so weird. I can just see straight through to the heavens. This is so weird. Where is that light? What is it? What is this light? Am I dying? Is this death? Is Simon dying because we've learned too much? That's crazy. Does this mean my elevator doesn't even work? Or I just didn't press the button? Ah, there it is. Oh my god. That was so interesting. You elevator. You have so many more secrets. You have so many more secrets. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's like the elevator has been on this big journey with me, and it's like, you've thought that I cannot be uprooted. Well, now that you've learned, let me just show you how uprooted I can be. I can take you to the stars, baby. Wow. Weird. So weird. Okay. Great. This has been amazing. This has been so much fun. I'm so pleased. you know, if there's other things to do today, it's fine. I don't mind, because I've done so much. Just even at the end of this day, doing final little chores has resulted in so much value, right? We're going to be able to keep 2 of these items for tomorrow. We've got something in coat check for the first time in ages. I have frozen my assets, so I'm going to be able to bring like 119 gems into tomorrow. And that's just the surface level. And also we've changed the chest power, so I can change it to different things every day. I've massively increased my lockpicking skills. I think I can only assume that's the case. And on top of that, all of the rest of the value of this day. So let's call it. Guys, this has been such a dream. All I can say is, again, such an enormous thank you. Garden Shopping Center of the Dead, one of my kind of classic faves. Yes, I love it. A huge thank you to everybody. Honestly, this is the best fake birthday present ever. My fake birthday, I mean. This is just the best. This is so... What you guys have put together is unbelievably impressive. It's so much more than I ever expected it to be. And I can't believe that, you know, for all of the actual, like, extra things that I still have to discover in this game. And don't worry, I have not forgot that what we still have in our future is getting the remaining trophies, is trying out Dare Mode and Curse Mode, which I'm fully, all of that I'm so excited to do. It is just that I'm still, like I'm literally trying to think what mix of things I should do. Anyway, I'll come back to that in a sec. But there's all of this extra in-game value to be had, right? Like new things to try and fun to be had. Eventually we will get to all of these things. And eventually we're also going to have a third stage where we just fully like open up and we can talk openly with each other. And I'm going to look forward to doing that. And I will also think about, I think when we get beyond this next stage, like this curated hint stage, I think my ideal is that at some point then we try to do a live stream. It's just, I've explained in a recent channel announcement, like that's quite a difficult thing for me to do for various reasons, but I will try it and we'll make it happen. So for anybody who wants to attend, we'll do that. But I won't do it right now. I don't think I want to do it during this curated hint stage. It'll be better when we can just go gloves off. You guys can tell me anything, like let's chat, you know? I think that'll be really amazing. Anyway, there's all this extra value to be had in the game, but I just cannot thank you guys enough for the amount of like time and resources and labor and sheer creativity that you have all collectively put into making this beautiful, unique, totally unique experience for me that I get to share with all of you. I just thank you so much. And yeah, everybody, like let's give big thanks to everyone who participated in this, but, you know, very much, especially Steve and Kuma and John Bob and Zephyr. I know John Bob and Zephyr, like, were really responsible for setting up the website. So, yeah, and everybody else who contributed ideas to this. There is so much more to do, and I'm so excited. This is like this whole amazing reinvigoration of this game that didn't need reinvigoration, like, of course, but, like, that's... You know, in the spirit of Blueprints, it's just exalted us into the heavens and the stars, right? Thank you. We're gonna get some more Remos in the next in the next episode. If you've enjoyed, of course, like a like for the video and a subscribe for the channel, and any comments. But as I said at the beginning of the episode and through the episode, just a reminder, you know, as usual, let's keep the comments totally blind. And as usual, if you have any trivia or anything that you want to write in a comment, just please make sure it goes under a spoiler cut so that I can avoid seeing it for the time being. Yeah. I'm so excited, guys. This has been so brilliant. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.